have a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice, and you're welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. It is the Friday live stream. Remember, I live stream on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday live stream starts between. Love to know this week. It is Friday's manicure, so it's time for another manicure. I will say this stayed on. It really didn't come off for the whole week. As you guys know, last Sunday my thumbnail did break, so this was the only nail or finger that I had to change. Well, nail that I had to change the color on. However, it is growing out. My nails grow relatively fast, right? Why is there an Oreo on my table? Jay, I just know you ate Oreos and you left an Oreo on my streaming table. You ate Oreos and you left an Oreo on my streaming table. That's what I mean. So who's this? Then why's the Oreo in front of me? You guys, he ate it. He left an Oreo on my streaming table. Good thing I noticed it now before ants or something came. But hey Cam, hey P, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you today? This is disgusting. Here, can you throw this away, please? Let's see, your Oreo. I might as well throw it away. Here.
I don't eat Oreos.
So you're the only person who ate Oreos on this table. Okay, guys, so now the food is gone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Friday Manicures with Uniquely Mia. It's a new nail day this week. I think I'm going to choose my color. I'm going for a neutral color for this upcoming week. So we're not going to do anything too bright, too vibrant in your face. But I do have to look for the neutral colors that I have. I have brown, but I don't think I like this brand. Cam said, your lips don't match the voice. It's like behind. Let me go out and come back in. Let me log off of the Wi-Fi. Sometimes that happens when I'm connected to the internet. For some reason, you would think being connected to the internet happen. But let me know. Can you hear me a lot better now? It's fixed? Okay, thank you so much for letting me know, Cam. I had to log off of the internet. But how are you doing today? How was your week today? Like I said, I'm not going to let y'all choose my nail color for this week just because I need a quiet toned, I guess what I'm trying to say, color. But I have a lot of bright colors for my nails, so I think I'm probably going to do this pink, nude pink color. If I had a brownish color, I do have this brown, but I don't like this quality of the brown. This nail polish brown, I don't like it. It chips, so I think pink is our bet for this upcoming week. I was going to do black, but then I can't find my black nail polish. I lost it. But hey, Gigi Cat, how are you doing? Gigi Cat, also known as Cats and Pokemon. You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Freddie, how's everything going with you, Freddie? Glad you could be here. Hey, Evan, your stream was pretty good today. Love to see the bag charm. Shout out to all the returning supporters on the live stream. If you're a new viewer here, the algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So I recommend the channel to y'all. Make sure to like the video, subscribe so you never have to leave. I have fashion videos, travel videos, education videos, hair videos, manicure videos, food videos, showing you my life videos. So yeah, and today is the Friday live stream, and we do the manicures on Fridays. I am also an author. I've published 2 books. This book right here is called Uniquely Mia's Coloring Book, which is available to be purchased on Amazon. Yeah. Okay, what are you guys saying? Mia, your hair looks super healthy and shine. Thank you, Evan. Evan said I had the pasta with the sweet and sour sauce. It was nice. Okay, nice. It definitely sounded good when you were describing it on your stream. So glad it tasted good, right? Because I know sometimes we'll think about a meal in our head and you're like, we think it'll taste good, but then when we actually try the meal, it's not that good, right? Happy Friday to you as well. So Cam, Gigi Cat, Jason, Evan, everyone on the stream, how was your week? What are you guys doing? Would love to know. Kat said, hey, Evan, yes, I like the piece. I like the piece of the live stream I was able to see. Yeah, it was a good one. Hey, Jason. Jason said, hello to you from Wisconsin. Welcome from Wisconsin. What's it like in Wisconsin today? Don't forget to set the clocks for daylight saving times this Sunday. Really? I feel like we just got our hour of sleep back, and now they want to take it away. But that's good because that means it's going to take longer for it to get darker outside, right? So that's good nonetheless. I do like it. Like I like when we're outside like I'm never outside at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., but on the days where we are outside on those days, right? At that time, you don't want it to be dark, right? So, I do appreciate that. Okay, Cam said it's March 8th for the United States, not the Sunday. Okay, thank you, Cam, for letting me know. So, yeah, so Wisconsin's in the United States. So, yeah, maybe reevaluate. Some fact checking. Somebody needs to do their fact checking. I don't know who, though. But hey, Bobby, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Happy Friday, Asia. How are you doing today? Cam says their calendar says the 8th. Oh, I didn't even check my calendar for that. I'll just wake up sometimes and I'm like, I'll look at my phone and then I'll look at the clock that I have like in my room and I'm like, this time is off. And I'll just go with what Apple says is correct because Apple is like the digital one, so it's supposed to like automatically correct itself, right? But how's everyone's day going today? I would love to know. How was your week? This week I did film a full nutritional YouTube video for you guys. I have to edit it. But yesterday we went to the New York City Transit Museum and I posted a full nutritional YouTube video for it. So if you guys want to see that video, it is now out for y'all to watch. Just go to my YouTube homepage and watch my most recent video. It was a cool experience to go into the museum. My mom always pointed it out to me, but I never went in because I'm like, I don't want to pay to go into an MTA museum, right? But then we went down to figure out the price out of curiosity, and then my mom was like, it's not a bad price, let's pay. And we went and looked at the different things. Me seeing the trains was really cool. Reminded me of Hogwarts, like I said in my video, which is pretty cool. And if you know Unique Lumia, I do like Harry Potter. Hey Drake, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. How was your day today? And how was your week? I would love to know. Drake said, I don't like when people tell me. I just like it to happen. Why do we have to remind people? Oh, the time will change. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Because that's the thing, too. Like, remind us, like, you have to prep for it, right? It's like when you go to sleep and you wake up. You'll wake up in confusion. Why in the world did I sleep later than I normally do? Then you look at your phone and it's a different time. And then if you have, like, a watch that you wear, if you have a clock in your house, you'll look at it and be like, why is it a different time? And then it'll finally click in your head. Oh, okay, this happened. So yeah, that's how it always worked for me, honestly. I was never something I looked at, and like it's so weird because I have an Apple phone, like right. So Apple has like all these random holidays and like daylight saving times and tax days programmed into your phone, into my calendar, and I'll look at it. I'm like, oh, okay, surprising. This is a day today, a monumental day. Okay, what are we saying? Kat said today was a pretty regular day. Okay, nice. The snacks at your job this week were great. So I just had the office snacks. Nice. That's really cool that your job gives you office snacks. Okay, love to see it. Only place I ever worked at like somewhat gave me office snacks, but it wasn't even consistent. Was when I was a resident assistant. It was just like during training days. Cam said, Mia, did you see my previous comment about the next Top Model documentary? No, I haven't seen it. But what's it about? I didn't even know they came out with a documentary. And which streaming platform is it on? Drake said everybody is talking about this documentary, so I'm out of the loop. Guys, update me. It's really bad. Like I like TV, but like I was an avid TV watcher more so when I was at school because I always tell you guys I just woke up, did my schoolwork, went to work, and then that's not gonna take 24 hours out of the day. I had nothing else to do, so I was like on Netflix a lot for that. But since I've been home, like there really hasn't been a reason for me to watch Netflix. I know you guys are saying, Mia, you could watch for fun, but like I'm not really a TV person. I just watched TV, and I watched TV because either there's a really good show or a really good movie, or I just did it because there was nothing else to do. So update me. What's this documentary about, and what streaming platform is it on? Hey, Daz. Yes, thank you. Glad you like my nails, Daz. I really appreciate your kind words. Glad you are enjoying the nail content. It's your lucky day. You arrived just in time for Unique Lumia's Friday live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're doing a manicure. As I said earlier, I'm not letting you guys choose this color. My color for my nails this week, I want like a nude color this week for my nails. You can provide color recommendations because I will be doing my nails 2 times this week. I already know that. I'm gonna do my nails this week. That'll last me up until like Wednesday, and then like on Wednesday, I'm gonna change my nail color again. So that's where I can do more so of a fun color. So if you want a specific color, you can drop it in the chat, and I'll remember for when I do my nails off stream this week. But for the first manicure this week, I'm choosing the color of pink, like a nude pink. Hey Swipe, how are you doing today? Repent and turn away from sin and give your life to Jesus Christ before it's too late. Gain salvation today. Jesus is coming. That's very judgy of you. How do you just assume that I'm living a life of sin? Like, what? Really? That's not very nice. But thank you so much for that message, nonetheless. Cam said, I haven't watched it yet, Drake, and I honestly don't even know. I didn't even know there was drama or tea. I stopped watching the OG show before the drama started. Wow. One thing I did hear about, even though I haven't seen the documentary, I heard that like America's Next Top Model was a lot of body shaming. Cause like I feel like I've seen the show when I was younger. I saw like clips of it, and I was always like, I want to go on this show. But I like it was just a kid. I was just saying that right because it looked really cool in the fashion of it. But then as I grew older and I was on TikTok, people were like a lot of like non-body positivity was around there. Swipe said, hey, can I talk to y'all about Jesus? Okay, like I know we all know Jesus loves us, but do you love him? If so, we must build a connection with him and repent. Repent, accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Okay, cool. Oh, it's on Netflix, Cam? Wow, okay, I did not know that. So I have Netflix. I'll check it out and see when I remember to do so. I'll add it in my, I'll write it down. Jake said I'm out of the loop too, but I'm not the show's target audience. Cam said, and apparently there were two men working with Tyra on the show, got fired, and they were mad at Tyra for it. This is all info from the original drama of the OG show. Now there's a documentary on it. Okay. Kat said, I haven't watched a documentary yet. Okay, but I love America's Next Top Model, and I love Tyra Banks. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Her fashion. Yeah, she's like like the pantheon of African American supermodels. Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, and I think Amon is another one. But like it was those two for me. Like when I was learning my runway walk, I religiously studied their runway walk, right? Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell, right? And I had a really good walk, but then I stopped practicing and I forgot. I didn't forget, but like kind of forgot. So yeah, they're high fashion walks. They're top tier right there. Cam said, I used to watch the OG show so much when I was younger. Do diamond or gold? Drake, I don't have diamond or gold nail polish. I mean, the closest for gold I have is this, but I stole this from I didn't steal from my mom. I took it from my mom's nail collection, and I never even used it, honestly. You know what? I'll probably, yeah, this is a good color. I can do this as one of the fun colors. So yeah, I can do this. So yeah, I can do this color. It's not gold, but it's like bronze. I'll be cool. So that'll be the color, one of the colors I'll use off stream. I'll probably go for like a rainbow. I don't know. Rainbow effect. I haven't decided as of yet. You age like fine wine. I mean, I don't think I've aged much. I don't think my face since I started posting content on social media. I don't think I've noticeably aged much, right? But yeah. I feel like my face is the same. The only thing is like sometimes my weight will fluctuate, right? Depending you eat unhealthy or non-healthy food, you go to God and you're walking all the time compared to not walking all the time. Kat said, I've always thought Tyra was the epitome of beauty. She is a little messy though, but I think she was just a product of the time. Oh yeah, and the industry she grew up in. It's not an excuse, just an explanation. Yeah, I can definitely see that perspective. Yeah, for sure. Wow, the nails are looking even better now. Thanks. So you like the nails without the polish on it. Drake said Tyra was fine back in the day. I can't lie. Cam said, Gigi, I'm not surprised. There's malice around her on the show. It seems like every person we love always gets exposed. For doing shady stuff. It never fails. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you don't gotta look at Uniquely Mia. I don't do no shady stuff, right? So let's not say everybody, because if you're a Uniquely Mia supporter, I'm assuming you love the Uniquely Mia content in some way, right? So I was saying yeah, but then I'm like, wait, it's not everybody, all right? I ain't shady at all, guys. What you get is what you see. All right. There's no what is it? Backdoor background. I would know the name backdoor deals. Yeah, I don't got that connection. So there's nothing happening. Backdoor deals or anything like that shady. We're all good. Okay. We're ethical over here and positive. But when we're looking at the famous, ultra, super duper wealthy individuals, right? I can definitely see that for sure. There's some type of controversy surrounding them, right? And you know what? I feel like sometimes it is just blatantly bad stuff they do, but then at the same time, I know like who is it? It's like Harry Potter, right? I often say I love Harry Potter, right? The lore around Harry Potter. And I know sometimes when I say that, some people come on stream and they're like, you support Harry Potter and the author has like said these terrible and bad things. And like I'll be honest with you guys, towards the start of it, when people used to say that, I really didn't know what the author supported, what the author said. And then I actually did a deep dive into the author's controversial opinions and takes. And I'm like, yeah, it is controversial, but at the end of the day, it's not killing anybody, right? She's not like racist or anything, but it is controversial, some of her takes, right? And thus, by default, there are going to be like, people are going to say that's shady in a way. That's not shady. That's just somebody's opinion. And remember, opinions, not everybody is going to agree with somebody's opinion, right? So I feel like that's just a new way or perspective to look at something, right? Because there are some celebrities, right? We can see, if you were familiar with the United States government, there are some famous people who do some shady things, and that's like disgusting, criminal, shady stuff. But then again, there are other people who just have these controversial opinions, or just opinions that some people in society don't agree with, right? Given the time, and people will say that's shady too. So yeah, just different ways to think about it. What are we saying? Hey Jedediah, how are you doing today? You're beautiful as well. You're beautiful as well. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia Jedediah, and the algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Today I'm doing my nails on stream. How's everything going with you? Kat said, did y'all watch Doll Size? I haven't seen that, but I heard that it was like the Barbie before the Barbie movie came out. That's what I heard. You finished that quick? My nephew had a packet to do. This is the first time my mom and I are seeing him working on it. He said he's done. Yeah. Like literally 10 minutes after.
No, because I did some at home.
Okay. He did some at home. I mean, it's your grade, so good job. Do what you want to do now. I was obsessed with it. You rewatched it so much. Drake said, I can't believe you don't have diamond. I didn't know diamond nail polish was a thing, though. What color is it, Drake? I'm going to have to Google that after. Ew. It makes your nails look like crushed diamonds. I think I had that before, Drake. I think when I was a freshman in college, I went to Walmart. And for some reason, I think it was an Easter special. I bought nail polish. And I painted the nail polish on my nails. And when it dried, it had a texture and it looked grainy. I didn't like it. So yeah, I think I did try it. Now that you describe it to me, Drake, I think I did try it, but I didn't like it. You know what nail polish I really want to try, but I haven't gotten it yet because I can't find it like regular polish. They only have it with gel, to my knowledge. It's like a glass/metallic nail polish. Like you'll paint it on your nails and it's so shiny and so smooth. It literally looks like metal. I want that. It's not clear, but you could get it in any color. You get it in pink, you get it in silver. Thank you, Cats, for sending a gift. Jazz hands to you. Shout out to Cats. They sent 3 gifts/makeup brushes. Jazz hands to you, Cats, also known as Gigi Cat. Really appreciate your donation. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All proceeds made up for social media goes in its own separate account. I really appreciate you, GG Cat, also known as Cats and Pokemon, for spending your hard-earned money and donating to channel. Shout out to you, Cats.
This one?
Yes, my nephew pulled it up. Thanks. So this is what I want. I want nail polish that looks like this. I want to buy it and put it on my nails. But the only reason why I haven't gotten it as of yet is because right now it's only gel I can find it. Because I don't wear gel polish. So I'm not going to start wearing it for like one manicure set. The same thing with the cat eye. I really want to try the cat eye design. That's a new trend with nails that has emerged, but it's only for gel. And I know one support, I think it was Claudia, they told me they have it for regular polish, but like, it's kind of expensive. So yeah. Cam said, what's diamond polish, Drake? Educate me. Was it called doll size? Or you can glue like tiny rhinestones. Cat said not doll size. Oh, okay, life size. Okay, thank you, Cats. Life size, okay. What's my favorite color? Nails, love pink. Pink is my favorite color, so I am doing a shade of pink. But this is a more neutral pink. I'm not going to do light pink. I wanted to do something really nude, like a very neutral color, but I really don't have it. So that's the closest that I'm going to get to the pink. Well, what about you, P? What's your favorite color to do your nails? Cam said, it's not a thing, Mia. LMAO, that's why I asked. Oh, okay. I think he's talking about the glitter. Oh, okay. Or the nails, one finger is blinged out. Okay. Drake said, I just Googled it. It looks glittery and sparkly. This one is glossy. Try that one. Okay. I'm going to look into it. Diamond nail polish. I'll Google it and see. But thank you again, Cats, for purchasing the gift. I just passed the notification again. But I'm going to Google it, Drake. Thanks for the nail polish recommendation. And I'm going to see if I can find it just to see what it looks like and if it looks appealing to me. But like I said, I feel like the texture, what you described, they kind of have polish out there already. And I tried it one time and I was like, that's not for me. Because the thing about my nails, like, okay, I'll paint my nails a lot of different colors. I'll do the bright colors. Hey, rhinestones. I've never had rhinestones on my nails because like I got acrylics one time in my life. And the one time I got it, the first time I got it, I got the cheapest set possible. I was not about to go and spend like $100 on my nails. So that was just like just the acrylics application and just the color. So no designs, no diamonds, nothing like that. And I've never put like, I've had a kit. I bought a nail kit one time. Well, my mom bought the nail kit for me one time. And it came with like the rubies and stuff and the glue. But I just never glued it onto my natural nails. I don't know. I feel like that'll damage it. And I did go to Target. And I did look for the press-on nails. But those things were like $10. I was like, I'm not buying that. So I'll just wait for my nail to grow out. But I'll look and see. So let me get this nail polish off. And then I'm going to respond to some of these comments. And then we'll start cleaning up my cuticle a little bit. But I would love to know, guys, what'd you guys do today? Any weekend plans? Would y'all eat? As I said, we spent the week with Jay today. No, not today, because he was here for the whole week, obviously. But yeah. Okay. Ew. Okay. We're good. So we're going to put the nail polish remover to the side. We're not done with it. We'll use it again towards the end. My day was good, Jedediah. I went to my grandmother's house with my nephew, and then my nephew and I met Queen Mother once again in the downtown Brooklyn area, and then we went to Target, my mom, and then we went somewhere else. I forgot. Beauty supply store. I told you guys I have to get my hair straightened, so I had to get a hairnet. I recently discovered that a hairnet is actually better than hairpins when you're wrapping straight hair, right? And then we just came home. My mom is cooking now. I would help her, but I'm streaming, and now that I think about it, we could have streamed her cooking. That would have been cool. But it's Manicure Friday. What are we saying? Jake said, Cam, hush. I thought it exactly. But now that I think about it, it was dumb to think that. Cam said that cat eye effect is like an airbrush spray thing they do. Yeah. Acknowledge your faults. Love that for you, Drake. And exactly, right? Like it's like being disproved wrong, guys. It's not like what is it? Diminishing your intelligence or anything like that. It's just saying, okay, I was disproven. You're correct. We learn from it, right? I feel like sometimes in society we think about if we have like something that we believe in, or if you have an argument with somebody, or just a debate with somebody, or you just have this opinion that you really think is true. When you're disproven, sometimes people are like, they react negatively and they're like, they just blow up, and you're like, oh no, I'm so stupid. No, it's a learning opportunity. We don't know everything. Like I always say, guys, I have my degrees. I worked hard for my degrees. I'm super duper knowledgeable in a few areas of study because of my formal education. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to think I know everything, right? Because I didn't study everything. So being disproven, nothing wrong with that. Having opinions, nothing wrong with that. That's why when we have opinions, we should convey our opinions as such opinions and not facts. Problem comes in when we convey our opinions as facts and then you're disproven, and then you're like, aha. What is it now? That's when you can start laughing at somebody's face because you thought that was a fact, right? Hey Telly, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing? Terman, how's everything going with you? No, I'm not an actress. Not an actress. Kat said for the crushed diamond effect. I think a super chunky silver glitter polish. Ooh, nice. That sounds pretty. Would look pretty with a thick top coat. Like, that sounds nice, but I'm like, gel. I feel like, because, like, guys, like, so when I first started doing my nails, I'm not even lying. I would put like five coats of polish. it would never dry. So that's what I'm saying. For like, that sounds so pretty, cats, but like, I feel like I would need gel for that. Like, I would need to be like, I'm gonna go back to the gel nail polish for that. But that sounds really pretty. Okay, read that. Hey, Stan off the grid, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Kat said, I'm washing and retouching my hair again this weekend. Okay, nice. So are you just gonna like loose out the twist and like do it over, or take everything out? But retouching, I'm assuming you're doing the first one. That sounds cool. Very nice. Glad you're maintaining your hair. That's something that I used to do a lot. Hey, Glenn, how are you doing today? That's something I did a lot when I was younger, like when I would get box braids in my hair. My mom would make sure that I washed my hair with the braids in my hair, right? And sometimes she would like look at it and just like add the extra gel to it or whatever. But since I went into undergrad, I would just get my hair done, and like the minute I'm like, okay, the minute my mom's like, you need to wash, I'm like, okay, then it's time for it to come out. So I rarely retouch up my hair anymore, honestly. So we're just pushing back the cuticles. I did file my nails today to make it a little bit shorter because, as I said, my thumb broke. So I'm not going to cut all my nails down to meet my thumb's length. Because you see this, I don't like short nails. But to maintain the longevity, yes. Yeah, use it the correct way. To maintain the lifespan, you can say, of my nails, I do have to cut them a little shorter, and so that way it doesn't look totally awkward once the thumb finally grows out. I've been looking at my nails growing pretty fast, so I honestly think this time next week, I feel like it should be peeking over. So yeah. And then this is some good nail anatomy. So if anybody wants to grow out your natural nails, you see how my nails are? You see how my nail goes literally from like end to end? We don't follow this. I know it can be desirable to like try and shape your nails when it's short because you think when it grows out, it's going to grow in the shape you want. And that is correct, right? And I know if you guys watch a lot of people do nails on social media, they'll tell you they're following you. Like if their nails are short, they're following every week. Don't do that. You don't want to file over here or over here, particularly when it's short, because that'll damage your nail sidewalls. And when you have bad sidewalls or sidewalls that are not like going from the base of each like nail, the width of it, your nails are more likely to break. So when your nails are short, my recommendation, keep it polished, clear polish. If you want to add color, color's good. Moisturize it like crazy. I've been moisturizing my nails with Vaseline, particularly this thumb since it's short, 3 times a week. No, that's a lie. I've been moisturizing it every day. But like every day, I'll do it like 3 to 4 times with Vaseline, with lotion, and baby oil. Like my hand will be so shiny from all the moisturization. But I want my nails to grow out really quickly, right? So yeah, great opportunity. And this is a great opportunity for all. It's like, I'm really sad that my nail did break, but we'll see how long my nails actually grow. Because I know you guys are always hearing me say, I know how to grow my nails out. I know how to grow my nails out really quickly, right? We're gonna see if what I'm saying is true, or if I just be talking. We're gonna see with my thumb. Kat said, yeah, I'm thinking about live streaming while I do it. But it depends on how crazy I look on camera. Okay. So for your hair, yeah, I totally understand that. I understand that. It takes a while. I feel like you have to get a little more comfortable on social media before you're prepared to go on stream with your hair looking crazy. So, but if you do decide to do that stream, Cats, and if I'm able to join when I get the notification, I'll definitely be there to, it'll be really cool to see you do your own hair. Because like, for me to do my own hair, the only thing that I've somewhat perfected, and even that sometimes look a little messy, is those 2 braids, like those 2 like Dutch braids that I was wearing all week. I did that by myself. That's the only thing that I could do quickly and to make myself look presentable. But for all the girlies who always like add the extensions to their own hair and stuff, I'm like, shout out to y'all. Props to y'all. It's like my mom hurt her arm, and I was like, Mom, is your arm gonna be better for you to braid my hair when I want you to braid my hair? Because I was thinking, if not, I would have to go to the hairdresser, because like I always tell you guys, I don't pay to do my hair in America because, one, my mom could do it better, right? We save money, and I like her doing my hair. But if she genuinely doesn't want to do it, or if she can't do it, I'm gonna go and do my hair if I need to get it done, right? But like, she's like, yeah, her arm will be better by then, hopefully, she said. But so I say all that to say, for the people like Cats who knows how to do their own hair, you never have to worry about having to pay somebody. relying on somebody else to do your hair, which is pretty cool. And like I said, I feel like I just have to learn how to attach it. Like the extensions, I have to learn how to attach it to my scalp. But when it comes to braiding it going down, I feel like I'm pretty good at that one. Hey, LTV. It's been a while since you've been on stream. How's everything doing? I'm going with you. Glad you could be here. Kat said, I planned on going out this weekend, but I decided to have a self-care weekend instead, mainly focus on the hair care. Okay, very nice, very nice. So, Kat, what are some, like, what is it? Must-have hair products for you in your opinion, right? For me, you guys know Unique Lumia's must-have nail products includes Nail Aid, not sponsored. We need a cuticle cutter. We need cuticle pusher, and I've recently have an obsession with steel nails. That's really good as well for your nails to grow it out. But would love to know for all like we got skincare people on the stream, hair people, food people. Let me know. Hey, how are you doing? Saving for Palestine. Glad you could be here. What is the McDonald's hairstyle? The hairline. My name's Unique Lumia, also known as Mia. So I am God's favorite, and thus because I'm God's favorite, they wanted me to be very distinguishable for all of mankind / humankind, right? So they told my mom to name me Mia. My name is Mia, right? So God gave me the M hairline. God gave me the widow's peak that people love. God gave me the gap tooth, right? So yeah, shout out to God. God really, really paid attention right there. The angels who made me, they really, really, what it did their big one. That sounds so weird. I know that's a slang that's going around now. The slang is, that's not for me. Let's not use that anymore. I don't think that sounded good at all when I said it. But yeah, God definitely paid attention. Gave me a lot of identifiable features for sure. Ow, that hurt it. That hurt. You got to be careful. Even sometimes still, I hurt myself with this cuticle pusher. For the most part, I'm not even seeing much cuticle that I need to cut off, at least for this hand. It's just mostly pushing back. So my skin to make my nail bed more longer. Kat said, honestly, attaching it to the scalp is still the hardest part for me too. I kind of do it the wrong way, but it gets done. Okay. That I understand that, but yeah, like I feel like, and I like it's not saying I need to practice. My mom said she learned how to braid hair by playing with dolls. So like I have some of my old dolls, so I guess I can practice to like get a little better. But like, so Cats, do you part your own hair as well, or do you go to the hair salon to have them part it? Because I know some people said they braid their own hair, but they would go to like the African women to have them pre-part their hair. Do you do that, or do you just do everything yourself? Bless you. So you gotta be very gentle with this. Ooh. Okay, we're good. That was a long one right there. Okay. Taking off all the dead skin. I need to get a tripod so I can set it up. I'm gonna wait for you guys to see it, what I'm doing as well. Drake said, it was 74 degrees yesterday in Chicago. Now it's back to freezing. It hasn't hit 74 degrees yet in New York. That sounds like summertime. So when you say freezing, did it drop below 40s? Because here in New York, it's been like 30, 40 degrees. And honestly, it's been feeling like summer. Today in New York, I will say it's raining a lot, which kind of sucks because it's like the cold, the rain, and then the wind. They have a lot of like strong wind gusts coming at you, right? But that sounds like heaven. Did you go outside? Was there a lot of people in Chicago outside just like walking around in shorts, having picnics? What was happening? Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. Did you know that we are one of the 10,000 alien civilizations in the universe? Wow, that's very interesting. I didn't know the specific number, right? But I knew there was like other. I'm a strong believer that there are like obviously other planets, right, that can sustain human life and other life, right? Aliens, as we want to call them. But that's really interesting. 91 28. That's really interesting. What's your name? Beyonce's daughter. Very interesting. You remind me of young Jordan Sparks. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Clinton. Hey Clinton, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Ooh, I gotta suck, Drake. It'll be 27 degrees tomorrow, and it might snow. Yeah, Yeah, God was like, let me give them a taste of like summer before we go back to this cold for y'all. Or you know what? We can't even say it was God. It was probably a glitch in the system because this is global warming right here. Maybe, I don't know. You know how some people often say we live in a simulation? I don't believe that, but there are some people on social media like, we actually live in a simulation. This isn't actually real. That's evidence right there for the people who believe that. They could be like, oh, there was a minor glitch in the simulation in Chicago for one day when we have to bring it back down to wintertime. Jordan Sparks is the girl that made the song with Chris Brown, No Air. Yeah, I haven't heard that song. But okay, very cool, very cool. But how are you doing today? I'm Beyonce's daughter. Glad you could be here. Okay, so let's cut this one. Wait, I think I've heard that song, No Air. Is that the song that goes like, how am I supposed to breathe with no air? That's the only part I know. But is that the song? If that's the song, I have heard that song, actually. But that's the only part I remember. Kat said, my hair braiding a set and shoes. Okay. Okay, yeah, rat tail comb. Okay, we have that one. Some type of jam or gel. Okay, nice. For the clean parts. Okay, optionally, you have the mousse. Okay, to keep your natural hair slicked down while you're braiding down. Okay, cool. And that's really okay. So yeah, I have this. My mom, she always makes sure she buys the same stuff. So yeah, we have all that here, honestly. Jam is always running low because like my mama uses jam to braid my hair, and then she'll use the jam for her hair as like edge control sometimes. But okay, so very similar. Okay, Kat said, I love No Air and I love Jordan Sparks. Okay, nice. Beyonce's daughter said, I'm just here. I like the fact that you're open to the idea of alien life. Yes, a song. Okay, nice. And glad you're here, Beyonce's daughter. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, and it recommended you to the channel. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration, Criminal Justice, and I have fashion videos, education videos, travel videos, hair videos, manicure videos, live streams, and a lot more. And if you want to talk more about aliens, Beyonce's daughter, I'm all for it. Like I like talking about conspiracy theories sometimes. It's really funny. So you got any more facts for us, Beyonce's daughter, about like the galaxy, aliens? Like I do think aliens are like light years away. And like I say aliens, I'm only saying they're aliens because of like they're not from planet Earth, right? But they probably look like us, or if they don't look like us, they probably just like, I don't know, they unlock the abilities, magic or whatever. Who knows? It could be like The Flash. Have you guys ever seen The Flash? And if you have seen The Flash, do you remember the idea of the multiverse? It could be something like that. Kat said, yes, that's a song. Okay, it's honestly a crazy song because I've never equated a partner to breathing. No, for real, right? But I guess some people do. I love the song either way. Yeah, exactly, Cats. Yeah, it's a good song because now, like, I remember the lyrics. Like, I don't remember the whole song, but I remember that part and the beat of it. But yeah, like, there are some people, right, who I guess equate their partner to being their life source, right? And then for those people, like, it'd be very interesting to ask them, how did y'all live your life before you even met that person? Because in my head, I feel like when you have a romantic partner, right, and you're like, oh, you're my air to breathe. So they're the main character in your life, right? Are you the main character in their life, right? It always relates back to that a little bit, but there are people out there, you see them in society. Sometimes it's not all negative. Sometimes it can be like mutually beneficial or not even mutually beneficial, but like both individuals need each other to breathe without air, right? If we're looking at like Once Upon a Time and like Prince Charming and Snow White, right? Because like Regina, they have to like break their heart in half. So obviously with Snow White and Prince Charming, they needed each other because they split the one heart. So like that's what Snow did so Charming could live. If you haven't seen Once Upon a Time, it's a good show, right? But like for regular humans, it's like, what did you do before you like met your partner? Was your life miserable? Like what happened? So yeah, I don't know. Hey Tony's child, glad you could be here. Why ain't nobody going to jail? Why would people go to jail? Are you talking about what happened in New York? Guys, if you don't know what happened in New York based on TikTok, it seems like people went to Harlem in New York and Queens. When I say people, I mean children, right? Minors. There could have been some adults in there. There were adults in there. And it seems like they, raided the areas, what social media is saying. Yeah, like a takeover, as my nephew said. They went into stores and they were breaking everything up.
Sky Zone, Green Acre,
Yeah.
Probably Target.
So you heard him. So they went to Sky Zone, Green Acres, Target, my nephew said. And students, they literally, in New York, they literally raided the area. They went to King's Plaza as well. And it's really crazy. I'm like, all those people need to be incarcerated. Every last one of those students. Because when they did it the first time, they knew what they were doing. But you're telling me they went back a second time and a third time? Reprimand all those minors. Go ahead and do it. Like, exactly. It's really crazy, guys. Okay. And I say that today because I went to Target yesterday with my nephew, and when we were going in, a security guard stopped me. I was like, "How old are you?" So I guess I look like a minor. Even when we went to the transit museum, my mom was buying the tickets, and they were like 2 minors and 1 adult. So I told you guys, I'd be wearing my sweatpants with SpongeBob on it. I'd be carrying my mom's book bag. I look like a little kid. I don't look like a little kid, but like, I don't look my age, right? And it's fine with me. I really don't care, but it's just really funny to see how society perceives you without even thinking about it. Kat said, Beyonce's daughter is the same exact energy as Drake's dad's mustache. Y'all are so creative with your username. No, really, it really is. I didn't even associate that, but that is true. Beyonce's daughter said, Frank Drake factored, okay, the 10,000 number mark, okay, for the possibility of aliens and other civilizations, through our universe, since it's so, okay, immense, okay. It's called the Drake equation. Wow, I have to look into the Drake equation. I've never heard about that one before. Beyonce's daughter. So Beyonce's daughter, do you work at NASA or something? If you do, can I have like a job? Like, let me know. Send me a job application if you work in NASA, right? Bachelor of Science, Psychology, Professional Writing. I have master's degrees in Public Administration, Criminal Justice. So if you work there, since you know all this, let me know. But if you don't work in NASA or any other government agencies, or I don't know, somewhere that studies that, is this just something of interest for you? Or the big question, are you actually an alien? Beyonce's daughter, are you an alien? And are you communicating with Uniquely Mia and the Uniquely Mia supporters right now from your other planet, right? All right, Cam. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Feeling Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Always a pleasure when you're on, Cam. Jake said, I already know that Mia could never. Yeah, it wasn't me. Like, I wasn't there. I didn't even know about it until, like, I was on TikTok the other day. And then we went to Target, and, like, the security guard stopped me in Target, like, when I was entering. My nephew, like, how old are you? I'm like, what? Why you asking me my age? I feel like they do have to be very careful with that. I was telling my mom, because it's, like, even though stores are doing this because of, like, as, like, a security precaution, it's not really, and even though it is a private entity, Target, I feel like, I'm not an attorney or anything, but, like, based on my studies in criminal justice, what is it, the 4th Amendment right and the stop and frisk, not even stop and frisk, but the 4th Amendment right and probable cause, that could be a discrimination right there a little bit, right? So if they're stopping everybody, they really need to stop everybody. They need to stop everybody who looks young. They need to stop but white people, black people, Chinese people. It can't just be one race. Otherwise, all those corporations, I'm not an attorney, but if they get a good attorney, they could get in trouble. Somebody gets some money from that, right? But that's low-key a little bit. Discrimination right there a little bit. Just stopping people randomly, asking them questions like that. Okay, what are we saying? Beyonce's daughter's like, I know you ain't talking about. Creative user's name Gigi Cat. Tony's child said Jeff I. Okay, cool. Why'd you type that, dude? Cat said, if I was an alien, I'd cosplay Beyonce's daughter to be a great cover. No, for real, right? Like, everybody would be like, really? Like, and imagine that. And you know, there are some conspiracy theorists out there who's like, it already has happened. They've already taken over and switched human life with people and all that. Okay, this pink nail polish stained my nails a little bit, guys. Kat said, I've heard that before, Beyonce, it's almost completely certain. There's other life out there. Yeah. Look suspicious equals urban, Mick said. Kat said, hey, Mick Swagger, how you doing today? Glad you could be here. To give you a compliment. Hey, Josh, how you doing today, Josh? Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you? Beyonce's daughter said, okay, Homo sapiens are aliens to other aliens, but I'm an astrophysicist. Okay, very cool, very cool. Yeah, and that is true. It's like even here on Earth now, outside of other planets, aliens are a real thing. Aliens do exist. Like when you visit another country, right? Like when I go to like when I go to like Japan, I'm an alien in Japan, right? And when people from like Africa, and people from Ghana, and people from like Grenada, and people from Japan come to America and they're not citizens, right? They're aliens too, right? So the concept of aliens is already a norm in society, right, today. But I guess, we it's so ingrained in our society, right, that it would be much cooler if aliens are real outside of the planet. But I mean, even when you go to the government, they call them illegal aliens if you're from a different country and you're here illegally, according to people, right? You're an illegal alien. So yeah. Aliens walk among us already. Just go to a different country. So yeah. Okay, read that. Okay, so these are the nails. We cleaned it up. I think there's still a little bit of nail polish, but no, it stained my nails. So yeah, I do see some pink, but it just stained my nails. Nothing I could do about it, honestly. If I can't even talk. If you decide to get into doing manicures, just know you'll run the risk of experiencing stains on your nails. And it doesn't mean your hands are dirty. It doesn't mean you didn't do a good job cleaning up your nails or anything like that. It just means when you wear the polish sometimes, your nails will be stained. So we're cleaning the back a little bit. Okay, what are we saying? With that, Mick Sweat said, an alien can be something as simple as a rock from Mars. Yup, yeah, it's a good analogy right there too. Yeah. Kat said, do y'all know about... No, I've never heard of that before, Cats. What genre, what type of books, what are those books about? Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Beyonce's daughter said, it's not speculation, it's reality. At Mick, we're talking about living things. But welcome everybody. I would love to know, how's your day going, everyone? What are your weekend plans? I know Kat said it's mostly going to be an indoor weekend for them. Self-care weekend. Love to see it. Self-care is very important for people, right? If that's an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or just 1 day a week. So we're cleaning up our nails. Today, went outside, visited my grandmother. And then I had to go to downtown Brooklyn really quickly. This week we did go to the museum. We went to the New York City Transit Museum. It was the first time I ever went there. It was definitely fun to go, for sure. Okay, cleaning my nails. All right, that's good. So, let's start with the base coat that we're going to be using. Beyonce's daughter said, they seem alien to us, but maybe because we are part of the same planet. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, people from other planets, people from other countries, they just seem like regular humans to me, right? They're not aliens, you're a regular human being, right? But I guess when we get into the government and the terms that different places use, that's just what they call them, Beyonce's daughter, right? So I'm not calling people from other countries illegal aliens. The government, I'm sure all governments do it, right? But to my knowledge, I'm only knowledgeable about the U.S. government because that's where my schooling has been, right? That's where I live, right? So just if you're looking at the technical terms that the government uses, it's an illegal alien or just an alien in general. You could be a legal alien, you could be a legal alien, right? Before you get citizenship in a certain country, you're called an alien, right? So yeah. Jake said, octopi. What in the world is that? Octopi? I can't even say it. Are alien. They're not from here. What is that, Drake? Is that an octopus you mean? Or what in the world? I've never heard of that before. Beyonce's daughter said, no matter where you travel on Earth. Mix said, Beyonce, but the term alien is not specific to a living thing. Kat said, no, I bought up speculative, okay, fiction, because it gives you a good visual, okay, of what aliens, oh, wow, okay, could look like. Wow, using actual science. Do they look like humans, cats, or do they look completely different? Or do they look like the green people, little green people? If Jupiter has less gravity. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're, no, that's pretty cool. I want to look into that. Can I take a screenshot? That's pretty cool. I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. Then the creatures would be heavy. Yeah, so it's like I was on social media again. I don't know a lot of, I didn't study planets, so all my information about planets comes from social media. I can admit that. So it's like when I was on social media the other day, somebody was like, do you know there's a planet that's literally the same size of Earth, but it's filled with water? So if there's people on that planet, they could be like the mermaids. Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. Speculative fiction. I have to look into it to see how people would look. That's cool. And then I've also heard the theory that our ancestors came from a different planet. Have you guys heard that theory too? Some people have said the reason why dinosaurs no longer exist. I guess people who don't believe in religion, they said because we lived on a different planet, but the escape ship could only hold like 8 different people for 8 different bloodlines, right? Because they said, some people said, like, all people have 8, like, all people on Earth now, just 8 different bloods. That's what they said. I don't know how true that is. But they said the reason why we don't have dinosaurs is because the spaceship crashed and it killed the dinosaurs. I don't know. It gets really funny sometimes the more you think about it, but it is entertaining to talk about, I feel like. Have you guys heard that theory or no? And what are your thoughts on it if you've heard that theory before? Beyonce's daughter said, no matter where you travel on Earth, other people are not aliens because we're all part of the same planet. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's like with water sometimes. I'm like, why do you pay me for water? Like, why do not pay me? But like, when I think about water, why do I have to pay people to drink water? Water comes free from the earth, right? And now, like, I understand my mom was like, oh, because because people have to come and clean it for you and all that. But like, water comes free from the earth. Why am I paying for water? It should be free to me as a human being, right? So yeah. Somebody, I don't even know who owns water. Like the government, the water is like privatized now. Like that's crazy. Okay, Drake said, okay, it's an octopus. Okay, but okay, the octi's plural. Okay, cool, nice. Okay, so, wait, so you said octopuses are aliens, Jake? Okay, octi, okay, for the plural. They're aliens? Oh, because, like, because they just look? Why do you say that? Because how they look? That's interesting. No, but I've heard that too. Like NASA, I think I told you guys this before, but NASA, like the people who go to outer space, the corporation, it originally started as to explore the ocean. That's what NASA started as too, as like not for space. It started for the ocean, right? He's in the bathroom. But some people have said that NASA, when they were like doing their early experiments, for some reason they just stopped and they automatically was like, let's go to space instead of the ocean. So some conspiracy theorists have said that when NASA was doing those experiments, they found something. They said they either found a portal. Some people said Leviathan, like the devil. They said they found the portal to like where the devil's at there. Other people have said that NASA, they found what is it? A portal to another realm, right? Or another civilization, just different things. So I can see that, Drake. I can honestly get behind that opinion that octopuses, like not octopuses, like octi, they can be aliens. I can see how you can believe that for sure. And I can see that one. That's really crazy though. What are you saying? Okay. The star people. He's referring to the family of octopuses, but octi, okay, cool. Kat said, speculative fiction, okay, uses science to create worlds and organisms, okay. that could actually exist given the circumstances of the planet or environment. It's based on actually biological processes. That's pretty cool. I took a screenshot, so I'm gonna look into the name of that. Mick said Beyonce, but you could be from California and also be alien to Florida. I mean, I will say one thing, Mick, to respond to that. The great thing about the United States is once you're born in the United States, you're not really an alien, right? In the country, right? So, just how it works. So, like, I forgot which amendment it was, but it's in the Constitution. It's one of those amendments. So, since all these different states came together and was like, we are the United States, the only way somebody from California, born and raised in California, or just born in California, could go to the state of Florida and say, and Florida could call that person an alien, is if Florida succeeds. If Florida is like, I no longer want to be part of the United States, and that is passed by Congress, that's the only way that person can be called an alien in Florida. Because of the United States Constitution, people cannot, it's one of the amendments, I forgot which one it is, but there's an amendment that says, me being born in New York, I can go to Georgia, I can go to Florida, I can go to Alabama, and I have to be treated the same exact way, right? Because I'm a United States citizen. When we look at the concept of aliens, the legal term of aliens, when we look at the government, it's just saying somebody from Italy who is not a U.S. citizen, if they come to America, whether they come to America to visit, whether they come to America to live here, they can either be a legal alien or they can be an illegal alien, right? Because if you are not a citizen of a country, you are by default an alien, right? So yeah, that's like the legal definition of it according to the United States government, we can say. Beyonce's daughter said, we call it aliens, but we're not aliens to us since we're the same species. True. My nail polish is finishing. I'm always wondering why my nail polish keeps finishing so quickly, but then I realize my nails are getting longer. So when my nails get longer, I'm using more product than I did in the past. Because I've been using some of my nail polish. I'm like, why is this thing finishing? I have a whole bottle. It's finishing because your nails are longer, Mia. That's why. All right, what are you guys saying? Drake said asteroids carrying microboats landed on Earth. That's how we got here, Drake said. Are you talking about, I have no idea what that is, Beyonce's daughter. We actually evolved on this planet. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a theory that I've heard. Unless we were put here by real aliens. Life. So in theory, we are aliens. Exactly, Jake. In theory. We are all aliens to planet Earth, right? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Because our only, our only true home where we're citizens, I guess, is your mother's womb. Because that's where you develop. Obviously, if you believe in religion, God, like heaven, but, it's your mother's womb. Where you develop. When you're born into Earth, you are an alien because you're born here, you're kind of alien because you didn't develop here, right? But you're not because you're born here and the government gave you a paper saying you're a citizen. So in a way, yes. Never thought about that. This is all conspiracy theories. This isn't fact. We're not talking about fact. We're talking about this because it's entertaining. It's kind of funny, right? So just put a big disclaimer for anybody who's watching the recording of the streamer who just joined randomly. This is all ideas and conspiracy theories and random opinions that we're sharing. All right, Beyonce's daughter asked a question that opened Pandora's box to the idea of aliens, guys, and what they actually mean a little bit. Okay. Okay, Beyonce's daughter said, and when I say aliens, I'm talking about aliens from outer space. Okay, cool. Kat said, if anything, currently on Earth is an alien, it would be pandas. Really? Google it, y'all. Pandas are extremely suspicious. Really, cats? Okay. What do pandas do? I'm gonna have to look into pandas. Wow. I've never heard that one before about pandas. Okay, we'll look and see some pandas. I heard people, how do you guys feel about parrots talking? I've heard people say they're freaked out by parrots being able to talk because it's like a bird that's just talking to them. Me? I guess I haven't been around parrots in a while, but like I always found it fascinating that they can talk. But now that I think about it, have you guys who has seen the movie Wicked? Like, did you see the Wicked movies? Like the Wicked, and then Wicked is the first one, and then the second one's Wicked for Good. In Wicked for Good, and even in the first one, animals can talk. But the reason why animals lost their ability to talk is because one, they were being they were being caged in the movie, and two, they were leaving Oz, and when they left Oz, they entered the human world, and when they entered the human world, they lost their ability to speak. So if, once again, another conspiracy there. So if we're looking at parrots, those birds, they're able to talk. You teach the bird how to talk, and they can understand us as humans, and we can understand them because they speak our language. For conspiracy theorists, they can say, perhaps all animals at one point in time spoke to humans. And maybe in the Bible, maybe that's in the Bible too, right? Adam and Eve days, right? However, because of the advancement of humans, right, and the curse that was placed on humans, some people may say, some animals lost the ability to talk, but yet, for some reason, parrots retain that ability. I can see a conspiracy theorist saying that for some reason, right? What do you guys think about that one? But that's really interesting right there. Drake said, I was just watching a mini documentary on pandas. They shouldn't exist. Really? Okay, let me take another screenshot of that one right there. So pandas is what you guys are now telling me. This is our aliens. Okay. So we're going with LA colors. This is color 423, not sponsored, but if you guys, I know you guys, some people like my nail colors that I use. So love to provide recommendations when I can. This bottle look like it's empty in a little bit, but we're gonna shake it up. Or should I? No, this is too light. I don't want a light color. I want more so the nude color a little bit. I can add a little bit of nail polish remover. That'll thin it out. I don't like thin polish, but this is a little thick for me personally. So I'll add like a droplet of it. This is what the nail salon does sometimes when they're running out. Only thing with the nail salon, they add a ridiculous amount of nail polish remover. That's why I find the nail polish chips. If you get regular polish, it chips sooner rather than later. Hey, how are you doing? Zaza, how's everything going with you? Glad you could be on the stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and it is Manicure Friday. Shout out to you, Zaza. Beyonce's daughter said, you people are small-minded, LOL pandas. Remember, if we disagree with people, do not insult them, right? No need to name call. Just communicate why you disagree. But why do you disagree about the pandas, right? Beyonce's daughter, so you don't think pandas are aliens. I haven't formed my own conclusion on that one because I really don't know a lot about pandas. It's outside of they're a black and white animal that was formerly going extinct before, but no longer are they going extinct. So I'm gonna have to check it out. So we're gonna shake this up a little bit. Beyonce's daughter said it is amazing that pandas. No, it is amazing the fact that parrot can talk. Yeah, it really is interesting. It is interesting. I remember one time when I was younger, a parrot chased my mom because my mom was wearing a parrot dress, like literally. It was a parrot dress. It had the colorful parrots on her dress, and we were passing a colorful parrot, and it started to like fly towards my mom. So we had to run away from the parrot. But that was the only thing. So we shook it up a little bit. So it's not as thick, but now it looks a little bit too thin. But we'll paint it on my nails and check it out and see what it looks like. Drake said, it's not small-minded if it's worthy of making a documentary about it. No comment to that one, man. Like, yeah, I have nothing to say with that one right there. But as I always say, thin coats. By now, y'all, I'm sure you guys know how to do nails. Even better than I do at this point in time, the amount of times I always reiterate the same thing when I paint my nails. But for the new people watching, if you want to get started with doing manicures, thin layers is key. The first coat is just about getting the nail polish on. The second to third coats is just about the pigmentation, right? If you want to make it look as professional as possible, you got to paint close to the cuticle. If you got to paint on your cuticle and you get some nail polish on your skin, It's okay. Do not panic. When you wash your hands 2 to 3 times with soap, it will come off. Beyonce's daughter said, pandas belong in the family, okay, which means bears. What? Which means bears, which has nothing to do with aliens. They're just mixed breed between species. Oh, pandas are mixed bred. Wow, that's like pit bulls. My mom is like, she hates pit bulls. She doesn't hate them, but like, she's really, really scared of them because she says they're mixed breeds, and anytime we pass a pit bull or anytime we see a pit bull, they just look so mean, right? So, yeah, you definitely do have to watch out for the animals that like are mixed with more than one species for sure. Because those are the ones sometimes where the bloodlines even supposed to mix. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here, 403. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and it is Manicure Friday. Would love to know, how was your Friday today? How was your week? I live stream on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sundays I live stream starting between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have fashion videos, travel videos, nail videos, eat with me videos, and a lot more. And it looks very pretty. I do like it. Obviously, of course, I would like pink. It's my favorite color, but it's cute. Beyonce's daughter said, I see you taking screenshots before the conversation is even done. LOL. Just because they say something, it's not a fact. Exactly. Like, yeah, I know that, Beyonce's daughter. I don't take screenshots of the whole conversation. What I do take screenshots of is I take screenshots of the information that I need to like do like my own research, right? Just to get the topic of it. What?
Where's the pin code you gave me?
Oh no, where's the bag, Mom?
It's in the bag?
Yeah, it's my red bag that I put in your book bag. It's purple, not pink. But yeah, so I'm not taking screenshots of the whole conversation. I just take it to get like the topic so I don't forget.
Yeah, that's it.
You sure?
But I love to see it. Love to see that, our opinions on stream aren't fact. That is definitely an important skill to have, right? As I always say, anytime we talk to each other on stream, when you talk to people at your job, at your workplace, right? Even when you study something religious, I think the only people who can say this is a fact is like doctors, because like they're cutting inside of people, right? They're studying that information, or they're doing surgeries, right? So doctors, y'all know what you're talking about. But everything outside of that, even myself as a researcher in criminal justice and public administration, because of my research experience and my research skills, I can understand that every single thing we talk about, even when you talk to your friends, your family members, sometimes it's just opinions that either are opinions that are supported by numerous empirical studies, a lot of research, or it's just opinions that a lot of random people agree with, right? But everything in the world, I'm a strong believer, it's just an opinion. It's either a widely supported opinion, a widely believed opinion, or it's just an opinion that not a lot of people believe in, right? Except for doctors. Y'all will actually, like, you come to people, especially surgeons, you know what the heart is, you know what the blood vessels are and all that. So, y'all, that's pretty fact right there, honestly, for the doctors. I hope my doctor, like, if I ever need a doctor, that's serious. They're factual on their stuff, right? Mitsager said, pandas are considered to be pivotal to maintaining the ecosystem. Wow, I did not know that. In the areas they reside due to its ability to spread the seeds. Oh, okay, cool. Drake said, just because you say something doesn't mean it's a fact. We are educated. We know that they aren't aliens, literally. It's a funny theory. Yeah, it's a fun theory, yeah. Yeah, it is a fun theory, but I do think they're aliens. But they're light years away. That's what I think, though. They're just really, like, light years away, so we're not going to find them in our lifetime. We need to develop our technology a lot more. And on the concept of developing technology, guys, I feel like in America, particularly when we look at public transportation, guys, have you watched my video? If you haven't watched my video that I posted about the New York City Transit Museum, definitely go and watch it. But we went to the New York City Transit Museum yesterday, and their original subway carts, the ones from like 16 something, my mom said the date was on the train, it was so pretty. It was like, I don't want to say pretty, but it was so much better than the subway carts that they have now in New York, guys. So when we look at the transportation system, obviously it has improved, right? But like, at least when we're looking at the aesthetics of everything, the design of it, it was so much better back in the day. The design of the New York City trains, guys. It literally looks like Hogwarts, and I said it in my video because it's like it was so awesome to see it. And then when we came up to like the 1980s, 70s, it got kind of mid again. But then it was fluctuating between eras, honestly. Hey Trey, how you doing today? Glad you could be here. Drake said, deGrasse Tyson is an astrophysicist, okay, that I follow, and he will completely dismiss you. So take several seats, Drake said. Cat said, all right, I'm back. Welcome back. Oh, no, your cat screams bloody murder every time you come home. Well, that means your cat missed you, Gigi, so she missed you. That's really cool. Astrophysicist. Okay, nice. All right, cool. I'm out, yeah. Love physics right there, right? That's, yeah, very cool. Astrophysicist. I have to stay away from that, but it's physics in it at least. But, so what do they even do, though? They study, like, the galaxies, right? That is an interesting career path, honestly. And I know some people are like, Mia, you're lying. That's not interesting. But, like, what prompted them to just study physics, right? I mean, obviously people will say, yeah, like my mom said, they want to know the universe, but like, that's just really interesting right there for somebody to do that. Yeah.
Very intelligent people.
Yeah. Okay. Beyonce's daughter said, do you have any questions for me, Miss Unique, about aliens? Any questions? Not really right now, honestly. I feel like you definitely sparked the discussion about aliens. And like you definitely shared your opinions, and it was enjoyable for sure, right? You told me about a theory that I have to look into, so I'm gonna definitely look into that one. We spoke about the pandas. You said that you do not think pandas are aliens, right? You said octopus the same way, right? But parrots. Cool to hear a theory on parrots, because yeah. Because most of the videos I've seen, people when they talk about parrots, they were like, they're scared of the parrots. But you're like, nope, you think it's pretty cool that parrots can talk. Okay, Drake said they study the cosmos. Okay, cool. Kat said, okay, love the creator. I love people who have a personality when they teach. Yeah, they make it much more enjoyable. Yeah, and understandable. I can see that for sure, yeah. Okay. 1 second, guys. Get this polish on my nail. Why is my hand? My hand is very shaky. You don't see how shaky your hand is until you gotta do small things. Okay, what are we saying? Read that. Okay, I'll have to check that person out. You guys are saying they're really good. Okay. 1 second. Okay, guys, we're good. Read that. Drake said, it is interesting. I watch his podcast, Star Talk, all the time. Okay, nice. I'll check it out and see. Kat said, I think parrots are cool too. And they probably not literally aliens. I was just saying they're very interesting creatures. Yeah. My theory was like they are the animals that were able to escape having their, I don't know, speaking abilities intact or whatever. I don't know. Escape from what? Oh no, because my mom when I was younger, my mom told me that humans all spoke the same language, but then they tried to build a ladder to heaven, and God was like, oh, this is what y'all doing when you can understand each other. So God like cursed all humans to speak different languages. That's why we have people who speak Chinese, Hindu, English, etc. Right? So maybe the same thing happened with animals too, and for some reason my theory is parrots escaped that. So that's why they're able to be taught English. And that's why they are able to understand us and we can understand them. They escaped it. So, yeah. But welcome everybody to the live stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. As you can see, I'm doing my manicure, and we are talking a little bit about conspiracies. We're just sharing our ideas for fun, right? We started about aliens. We spoke about animals a little bit. If you guys want to continue on with the sharing of ideas as it relates to conspiracy theories, feel free to type a new idea in the chat, or if you want to stay on the same topic, feel free to type in. Well, I'll be more than happy to share my ideas, and feel free to share yours. So this is what it looks like after the first coat. It is kind of bright, right? I did want something a little more subtle, right? But it's okay. It's okay. These is like a baby pink color, so it's okay. What are we saying? Beyonce said, Drake, he will dismiss you more than he will ever dismiss me. Oh, the creator who speaks about aliens. Oh, okay. I mean, not aliens, the cosmos. Oh, okay. But welcome. So would love to know, Beyonce's daughter, Drake, everyone else on stream today, what are you planning on eating? Cats, did you let me know? I don't think you let me know what you're going to eat today. What do you plan on eating today, Gigi Cat? Would love to know. Cat said, LOL Mia, I don't think. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to say the B. But once again, tongue-tied. Subble? No, like it sounds weird, right? Suttable. So like it's like the B. I don't know. I want to say it's because I'm tongue-tied. I'm saying it like that. Or once again, y'all tell me I got an accent sometimes. So that's one of the words. One of the words where my accent is preventing me from saying it correctly. So yeah, I feel when I think in my head, I've always said it like that. I know you're not supposed to say the B. You don't got that one. Hey, who knows? Maybe randomly one day, I'll be able to fix that. Huh? Oh, you need a speech therapist. My mom tell me I need a speech therapist. I do agree with her. It would be helpful. But if I'm going to speech therapy, she's going to one too. I had to tell my mom the other day sometimes, I'm like, please don't say words incorrectly because it makes me say it incorrectly too. Honestly, I feel like our whole family needs speech therapy. Even my nephew, I was listening to him say some words sometimes. He's tongue-tied too. His accent's very thick. So yeah, it's genetic. Some things are just genetic, I feel like. Drake said, yeah, that's what you think. Okay, Jake and Beyonce's daughter are talking to each other. Yeah, that's what you think. You sound more like a conspiracy theorist than an astrophysicist. So you know my specialty. Cats is like, dismiss Drake for what? So Cats, what is happening? Drake and Beyonce's daughter, we were speaking about the conspiracy theories, and then I think it was Beyonce's daughter who was like, Drake, your theories essentially, they were like, Drake, your theories really don't make sense, and and then Drake was like, if you were to tell the guy who you guys watch, what's his name? I don't know his name. Let me go back and find his name. If you were to tell the YouTuber or the astrophysicist who posts content on social media about the information, that they wouldn't believe them. Beyonce told Drake, and Drake came back and was like, said the most recent comment they posted in the chat. I'm not good at gossip because I just confuse myself. I know it confuses y'all. I'm not good at gossip and spreading information for people. Good thing I was never a gossiper in school, honestly. I mean, I would listen, but I wouldn't really take the information and tell other people. Kat said, oh no, your comment keeps disappearing. I don't know why that's happening. Sometimes that happens. I do know you guys have told me that in the past. I'm sure that if you can break it up, that might help, or log out and log back into the stream. Drake said, I'm almost like a detective. Okay, a human lie. Wait, one second. Okay, almost like a detective, a human lie detector test. Really? You sniff out lies most physics students can't. No, psych students can't. Well, that's good, right? Especially like when you're speaking to those patients, you're like, okay, what are you in today? What's your ailment? And then they tell you a lie. You look at them. I'm not sure if you wear glasses. If you wear glasses, you'd be like the movies. Okay, John, you're here for me to help you. I need you to be honest with me, John, so I can be honest with you and help you. Like, I can imagine that a patient. So, hey, that's a good skill to have, being able to sniff out the lines that other psych students can't, right? Okay. Jake, you're just a gamer. Beyonce's daughter said. Okay, nothing on that. Who lied? Oh, no, Kat. Drake said they're able to sniff out lies that other psych students can't in their classes. So I was just doing a scenario on how that skill could benefit them once they enter their career, right, with their patient. So yeah, John was a random person that I just made up for that example as well. So let's see. This is very watery. I added a little. I think I added a little too much acetone. Okay, I read that. Beyonce has no. Now that you pointed out, cats, I can see it. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, Beyonce does have Evan's energy, but I think it's less like what is it? It's more so I'm ready to debate rather than leave the street. So yeah, I can see it for sure. Now that you pointed out. But you know what? It's a good skill to have. There's nothing wrong. I do like that energy because it shows that they are headstrong in their opinions, right? So they are willing to stay and have like what is it? An insightful debate, right? So hey, being headstrong in your opinions is good, but as I always say, guys, remember if somebody disagrees with you, never name call them. Never name call them or etc. It's okay for people to disagree. The point of having debates and disagreements isn't necessarily to change somebody's opinion. Sometimes it is, but at least on the stream, it's not to change opinions. It's just to share the information so we can all learn from each other. Ready? Okay. Beyonce's daughter said, Gigi, it's called Scientist Energy. What would you know about? Okay. Drake is like, Evan's energy is funny. No, that one was really funny. That was funny. It's funny. So Drake, everyone on stream, what are you guys planning on doing this weekend? Oh, did I tell you? No, I didn't tell you because I didn't release the movie review yet. We saw a movie this week. We saw, what is it? The Strangers 3 on Tuesday. That's a discounted movie day. So it was a horror movie. It was okay. Like, I saw the first one and I saw the second one. It was, you know, when you watch those horror movies and, like, it's a horror movie where you could tell not a lot of thought was put into it, but they had an okay backstory, but it was kind of, like, okay. And I say that because it's a little bloody, right? It's more so, like, I can't even say it's a slasher movie, but, like, it's kind of like a slasher movie. The actors, I didn't notice it until the movie was over it, but like the main characters really didn't talk until literally the end of the movie. So I rated it, I think like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. The Strangers. We if you have the option between seeing The Strangers 3 or Send Help, I recommend that you see Send Help. That was much better in my opinion. Hey, glad you could be here. Eric. Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you? Yes, it is Manicure Fridays. We are going in with like this. It's not hot pink. I want to say it's like, it's not nude or hot pink. It's more so in the center. And it's a really pretty pink color, honestly. Okay, Kat said, I don't know what I'm eating today yet. Okay. You're definitely eating out. Yeah, okay, understand that. Because I couldn't go grocery shopping in the rain. Yeah, it's raining in Boston too. Yeah, the rain. It sucks. Like I was outside in the rain, guys, and I was walking. Tell me why was it blowing like cold wind and cold rain? I was so miserable, honestly. I was so miserable. I looked at my mom and I was like, why do I have to be here in this cold rain? I was like, this sucks. Like, because it really sucks. So, yeah. Wow. Well, what is it? We're in February, right? So, like, when spring comes around, it's supposed to rain a little more. That's what I've heard people say. So, I guess we're transitioning into the spring weather. So, it's getting to a lot more rainy, we can say. So, yeah. Has anyone seen Primates? Yes! Wait. I think so. I think that's what Stu had us watch last weekend. Okay, not to spoil it for anybody, but Drake, Primates. Is it the movie college students, Hawaii? Their dad is hearing impaired. The monkey's going after everybody. Is that the movie, Drake, that you're talking about? If yes, I think I saw that one. Jake said, why do I love telling people they can't cook? I don't know. You love telling people they can't cook. Okay, you like rage baiting people a little bit. You like rage baiting people. I recently discovered, I'm not going to say names, but I recently discovered I can rage bait people today. And it was kind of fun. Okay, that's not nice to say. It wasn't fun. It's not nice to rage bait people. But, like, it's not nice to rage bait people on social media. But, like, I've noticed I can rage bait my family members. I don't rage bait people on social media. I don't intentionally rage bait my family members. But I noticed I can rage bait one person who has been spending the week with my mom and I today. It's kind of been kind of funny. So Drake, you love telling people they can't cook because I think you like rage baiting people just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. So that's why. Because what other sense of gratification would you get from that? Rather than telling people they can't cook. Like that's crazy. All right. What are you doing? Oh, Jay got Oreos.
And there's double stuff too, the best.
He chose the double stuff.
You wanted to get the regular ones.
Yeah, because we don't need the double stuff.
Dude, the double stuff is the best one.
I'll be taking out the inside of the Oreo.
Oh, give it to me then. Give it to me. I love the inside.
Bro, you don't need that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
It's healthy for you.
It's healthy for you? It's health. That's your Snapple, right? Okay, good. What are we saying? Okay. No, that's no, not this one. Where's the one that she gave you? She didn't give you one?
No.
Well, go ask her for it. That's my phone charger. You are not use the cheap one, not my phone charger.
No,
it's expensive now.
That one doesn't work.
Yes, it does work.
We have the same phone
So then
charger.
you broke it if it doesn't work, because it worked for me.
No, because the box to put inside there. That one doesn't work. The white one, yours does not work.
If you break my charger,
I'll pay for it. If I break it,
here, take it.
If I break it, I'll pay for half of the deal.
No, you paying for everything.
I'll pay for half.
You're paying for everything.
Half of it. That's what I'm
Okay, what are we saying?
I'll pay half.
I can make a simple meal, but I don't have groceries and I don't drive. Understandable. Drake said this person is no astrophysicist. What are you gonna eat is not proper grammar. What is rage bait? The best way I can describe it is like you intentionally say stuff to see how people's gonna react, but they react in a rage baited manner. So I noticed there's only one person in my family who I could rage bait, and it's not that I intentionally try to do it. It's just like I just say one thing and see how they react, and I've noticed that it's a consistent pattern with just one thing. So
That's so sad.
it's you, dude.
Huh?
How is it sad and it's you? Control your emotions.
No, it's not.
So yes. Drake said that's what I mean about being a psych student. Okay, you pick up on the subtle things. That others won't notice. Okay. That I can see that. Okay, that's a good skill to have though. So you are entering a profession that is for your skills essentially. So shout out to you for being able to identify that and going into said profession, Drake, because that is pretty cool. So it won't go to waste. Rest it down, please. Thanks. My mom gave me a Snapple. Went to Walmart and it was $9.50 for like 12 cases of Snapple. That's the most affordable I've seen it.
In your opinion, right? Which one is the best Snapple? Peach or apple? My friend is the apple.
Huh?
Which one do I
He got apple.
God,
apple.
apple.
Oh yeah, wait.
Which one do y'all
Oh
like?
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Which one do y'all like? Peach or apple?
Oh no, cats, your comments keep disappearing. Oh no. And you're not over the character. I honestly don't know what YouTube is doing because I didn't do anything. So I have no idea what YouTube is
And
doing.
look what I did.
Jake, you just remember you don't have that. Okay, that's not nice to say. Beyonce's daughter. Remember, what in the world, bro? Oh my gosh. Look what he did.
I took off all the top and then all the cream. I'm gonna eat all the chocolate first and then I'm gonna eat the cream.
I don't know why Beyonce is steady coming for me, cats. Now I have to come for her, Drake said. Cat said, low-key, I can't cook. I put simple ingredients together for simple meals. Yeah. I'm really good at breakfast. I can do breakfast meals, but when it comes to lunch, even lunch, I can do lunch a little bit, but when it comes to dinner, like what we categorize as dinner meals, nah. I can admit my weaknesses. And it's so funny because when I cook dinner meals with my mom, I can do everything, right? Correctly. It's just she mostly has to season it. But like if I'm by myself and I try to make it, it's not gonna come out right. I don't understand that. I really don't get that. This is watery. Watery, guys. I know. Nail polish. Drake said, again, you said you going to eat. Just leave. You embarrassed yourself. Okay. Even though I know that like I can just clean up my hands by washing it when I'm done, I always try to clean up as I go. Beyonce's daughter said, I didn't say I was going to eat. That was what Kat said. Proper English, rocket science. Okay, read that. Eric said, you are rage baiting your sister while you calmly paint my nails. Oh, no, that was my nephew. I wasn't rage baiting him then. No, Eric. but that's how people rage bait, though, sometimes I've noticed. Like, they'll be calmly doing something, and they'll say one thing that they know triggers a person, and bam, you're rage baited right then and there. So.
That's definitely not me.
Yeah.
Definitely not me.
You hear the use of definitely? I think when people use definitely, we should all just say that they're being untruthful right there, guys. It's like such a, what is it? It's like an exclamation point. That was funny. But yeah. Okay. I think we're going to have to go in for a third coat. But we're going to let this dry a little bit. I don't even know if we want to, well, yeah, some nails definitely do need that third coat. Like, it looks good, right? But like, I always like to critically look at my nails. And even though I will be taking off this nail polish early because I know I'm gonna get bored of the color, right? And I won't be able to do my nails again on Friday. I'm gonna change it sooner. No, I'm changing my nails on Wednesday. So I'll do gold on Wednesday. So
Guys, you want some ice cream?
I need like a neutral color for this week. So pink is the neutral color that I have this pink here. Hey, Love Positive. How are you doing? It's been a while since you've been on stream. Glad you could be here. It is the Friday manicures. Kat said, I don't think Eric understands that definition yet. Yeah, rage bait, like, it's very, like, it took me a while to understand rage baiting myself. It honestly did. But yeah, Jake said, I would rather be ignorant than a little. What's happening?
How's everybody doing on the stream?
Yeah, Queen Brother wants to know how everyone is doing on the stream, guys.
How was their week? Great, Kat?
Yeah.
Jonte. What happened to Jonte?
Oh, yeah, Jonte, if you're out there, hopefully everything's going good with you. Memphis, all of Unique Lumia's 6,000 supporters. I know I have a lot of y'all. King of the Weather, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. What are we saying? But yeah, that's essentially what it is, Eric. Rage baiting is like saying something, not like with the intent to make somebody mad, but like to say something that you know that they have historically reacted a certain way toward, to see if they'll still react that way again. So yeah, that's essentially what rage baiting is. Sometimes it's just done to get people talking, I've noticed, particularly on stream. Sometimes people try to rage bait me, but I don't see it as a rage bait because it'll just like open a new discussion for us to talk about, which I like. But that's what it is. But yeah, sometimes people can get mad, and thus that's why rage is in it. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave it like this. I was gonna say I was gonna do 3 coats, but I was actually looking at it and knowing that I'll be changing my nail polish sooner rather than later. I'll just do 2 coats. I'll add the top coat, and this is look good. It's as neutral as, it's like the most neutral type polish that I have, so it's kind of good. Wait, you gotta do this finger here. Okay, read that. What are we saying? Beyonce said, "You're just mad because you don't have a job. I know you're starving." Remember Beyonce's daughter. Let's always communicate respectfully, all right, guys, and appropriately, right? Oh snap! Oh, nail polish. Nail polish. Oh. Yeah, let's communicate respectively, right? Saying somebody is starving, it shouldn't really be it shouldn't really be used as an insult, right? Because that is definitely somebody's real lived experiences, and if somebody is starving, we shouldn't really throw that in their face as an insult. So remember, guys, let's always be respectful as we communicate with each other. Okay.
Respect.
So we're gonna go in with this. This is the Nail Aid Gel Extreme Shine Top Coat. I do like it. I also have the Nail Aid Quick Dry Gel Like Shine. I like that, but I lost that one. It will pop up. That's what happens with my nail polish. I'll lose it, and then it'll randomly pop up again sometime. Like, right, Gigi, exactly, cats. Where's Evan? I wish we could send a Batman signal in the sky. No, like, Evan, we need you. There's entertainment here. That would be really funny. That would be funny. Jake said that's how it's like 10 p.m. in London, I feel like, in the UK. Yeah, because they're 5 hours ahead, so it's almost going on 11 p.m., 12 a.m. Yeah, so it's pretty late there. Drake said that's how you can tell when someone is truly dumb. They only have insults. Kat said. But then again, they may just have joined, and since this is about Drake, no, like you were right, Kat. And then wait, didn't Evan like block Drake? So when Evan comes on my stream, I don't think she would see Drake's comments anymore because Evan blocked Drake from her channel, I think. So yeah. Beyonce's daughter said, yeah, because you sound like, okay. Taking about you insulting cats, you always insulted me because you're on it. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this top coat. When you use top coat and base coat, even any nail polish, but in particular top coat, you really want the bottle to be filled, right? You don't want to be cheap with top coat because let's say you do your nails, right? And you're like, oh, I hate how my nails look with the color polish. Like, I hate how this looks. It's not smooth. It's grainy. Sometimes when you have a good top coat and you paint the top coat on, the top coat smooths it, makes everything nice and smooth. So that's how it will actually look. So that's why if I try a new nail color that I've never tried before, sometimes I'll put it on my nails. I'm like, ew, this is ugly, right? But then I'll add the top coat. I'm like, hey, I actually do like it now because you have to see it with the top coat on. And the only way to have like a good finished product, the bottle needs to be filled. Like once the nail polish gets here to this end, obviously you don't want to throw it out, but it's just it's probably going to be kind of botchy because it's not going to be filled a lot. So I'm just going to go in. So for some people, depending on the length of your nail, you'll probably only have to dip the brush one time. But for me, you see the length of my nails. That's why I am for some nails, I'm going in more than once because my nails are getting longer and I need more polish. Okay, what are we saying? Read that. Read that. Drake said nah. Okay, read that. Kat said, by the way, Mia Allie, the AI, did a funny troll on her channel. She made a whole song about someone. It's so funny. Wow. I'm gonna have to go check out that video, Cats. Yeah, I saw one. I was on like 2 of her live streams in the past, but I think she had a computer reading the comments, which is pretty cool. But so I left. But I'm gonna have to go back and see if she uploaded the song as a video. That's something interesting to do when you have trolls, honestly. Jake said it's called projecting. That's the life they live. So when they want you to be poor too, yeah, it's not something funny about being poor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is very true, Drake. That is very true. It's like it is projecting, right? It's like you said, like when somebody are in a bad situation, they'll project that bad situation on other people, right? Or if you guys are in good situations and you just are accomplishing more than that person is accomplishing, Instead of being motivated to accomplish the same thing, they'll just say bad stuff on the people as well, right? Trying to discredit your accomplishments or etc., right? So that is definitely true, and it's a real part of human existence, right? And it sucks. It really sucks that humans are like that, right? But I hope by watching the content on the Unique Lumia channel, right, and engaging with it and just communicating on the live streams and watching the videos and etc., it can always remind you to be your positive, unique, and authentic self, and let you guys always remember that they're like the live stream discussion that you guys are having now. This is showing you that people are not always going to agree with you. There are going to be some people who disagrees with you, right? There are going to be some people who just think you're not the smartest person, right? It's not okay, but that's just how humans are. It's just for you to be aware of that. Look at the person and be like, who are you? And then move on with it, right? So yeah, that is true though. Projection is a real thing. Hey Eric, glad you could be here. Hey Meech, glad you could be here. Okay, read that. Okay, Kat said me and Allie watch another streamer and she has a supporter who is always hitting on girls, so she created a whole song about him. Really? The crazy part is the song is actually really good, but the video is funny. Okay. I'm gonna go check out the channel. I'm gonna check out Allie's channel, Cats and See. That sounds really interesting. It sounds entertaining. You have to say even if you have to pick up a bottle. Hey, how are you doing, Telly? Glad you could be here. Tay, how you doing today? Jake said, LMAO again. That's called projection. And don't start the sentence with and. It's not rocket science. Yes, we are doing my nails. Thank you. Glad you like the manicure. We went in with like this pink. I wanted a nude pink, and this was like the lightest pink that I had, even though it looks not that light, right? It's not a hot pink. It looks hot pink on camera, but I promise you guys in person, it's really not hot pink. So yeah. Drake said, I just bought a home and both of my cars are paid off. Get some friends. Well, that's an awesome Drake. Congratulations on those accomplishments. Really amazing. What are we saying? Read that. Even if my life wasn't together, what's funny about that? What's funny about being homeless? Yeah, there's nothing really fun about that. It's like, what is it? It's like the other day we were in the store, right? And my nephew was asking for like snacks, and I was like, no, we're going to the movies. My mom was like, no, we're going to the movies, right? And we're waiting, and this man, he was trying to give us $5 to get my nephew to snack because my nephew just kept asking over and over again. So I guess he thought we couldn't afford it, and I was like, no, thank you, we don't need it. And then as we were going into the movies, I saw an unhoused individual on the street, right? It was like a mother and a little girl next to her, and they were they could have been really unhoused. They could have been staged as unhoused. They have people who do that, but they had the sign asking for money. And I turned around to my nephew and I was like, you see, look at that individual. This is why you don't beg for stuff when you know you're going to get something anyway, because he knew we were going to the movies and he was going to get food there. He just wanted the snack before there. And we were like, no, right? Because you got to be aware of a lot of different things and be grateful for what you have there, because there's always people in worse circumstances than yourself. And being unhoused, that is not something to joke about, right? That is not, I've never been unhoused myself, but I would imagine it's not a pleasant experience at all, right? So just remember, guys, as we communicate with each other and as we have these disagreements, if you guys disagree, that is okay, but let's not insult each other. And if you do, if for some reason, if you can't control yourself to not insult somebody, let's not joke about being poor. Let's not joke about being homeless. Let's not insult somebody or joke about them having some type of sickness or ailment, because it's just not a positive and a nice thing to do, in my opinion. All right. So yeah, I know it's very easy for us to insult people using those terminologies because we're not in that situation, right? And it looks bad. And imagine if it just looks bad, and because when we insult somebody, we do it because we want them to feel bad, right? So sometimes the insult comes out to make them feel bad, right? Because it looks bad, but imagine a person actually living through it. It's probably not a good experience, right? What are we saying? Drake said that's oddly specific. Sounds like something you've experienced with Want to be at McDonald's, use my phone. Thank you, Eric. Glad you like my nails and my rings. Really, really appreciate it. So I know I'm talking a lot. Let me put some nail polish on these nails, the top coat, and then I'm gonna go through the comments. I know I'm probably a little behind. As always, I like to read everyone's comment. I know you guys are real people. I try to give everyone a substantial response, so that oftentimes leads me to falling behind in the chat. And I do have to sometimes prioritize my nails because in the past I would always talk a lot, and I would be on stream for like 3 hours straight and my manicure would not be finished. I would rush my manicure and it would dry terrible. So once I put the top coat on my nails, I'll be able to focus 100% on stream because my manicure will be done. For this set, we're not going to do a design. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. A lot of homeless people do on the internet. On my bed, probably on Wi-Fi. Kat said, I love Beyonce. I was actually listening to a Beyonce playlist at work. Yeah, her songs are pretty good. You love Heated from the Renaissance album. I don't think I've ever heard that one, or maybe I have. I just didn't know the name. Oh, you did a karaoke once, including the rapping part was really hard. Wow. Okay, nice. Yeah, rapping is hard. And for me, like I tried rapping one time, but it's very difficult for me to find a rap song for karaoke because the curses. Like I don't want to curse and I don't curse. So it's like almost every rapping song though. But yeah, Beyonce has some good music. What is the one? I like the one that she did in the Louvre. That was a cool one. And then I like the brown skin girl. That was good. That's not good.
I don't know why.
But yeah. Beyonce's daughter said, "Warriors stand outside getting Wi-Fi." Yeah. Sounds perfect. Okay. So this is the nails. It looks pretty good. It's good enough for what I need it to do. So yeah. Comfort color too. I love the color pink. So yeah, don't worry, I will be changing it. This is like the most basic manicure we've done in a while, I know, but stay tuned. On Wednesday I'll have a new design. I don't know, maybe I'll stream my Wednesday manicure, maybe I may not. I'll see on Wednesday how I feel, but on Wednesday I'll be using like a bronze/gold color that I found, and then I'll probably add some fun designs in there as well when I change the manicure. But this is how the manicure. Pink, very pretty, very pretty. Do like it. And LA Colors was used. Color 423, not sponsored at all. But LA Colors, if you're out there, I use your polish a lot. I do recommend LA Colors, though, for anybody wanting to build their nail polish collection because their polish is very affordable. It's between 98 cents to like $2 if you buy it at Walmart. If you buy it somewhere else, they upcharge you. Okay, read that. Okay, Eric said, new word for me. I say homeless and not unhoused. Yeah, like I prefer the word unhoused because I don't know. It just sounds more. I don't want to say it sounds like obviously it's diluting it a little bit, unhoused, but yeah, I just prefer it to, I guess, writing papers once again influenced my vocabulary. Like when I was in undergrad, I wrote a lot of papers about unhoused individuals and how we can help them, right? But homeless was never the vocabulary my friends wanted me to use, so I just started using unhoused a lot more. So yeah, so you can do it if you want, Eric, right? You can often say unhoused instead of homeless, but just up to your personal preference, honestly. But there is a difference too between them, so that's something as well, because people can be unhoused voluntarily by choice, right? But there are some people who are just homeless, right? Because they just don't have something. So they do mean different things. Homeless and unhoused, they mean two different things when we're looking at the definition. So yeah, just choose which one you want. Welcome back, Cam. What'd you do off stream? What was for dinner? Drake said, yes, I'm at McDonald's every time. And Mia streams, really? Okay. Are you getting your normal McDonald's order every single time she goes live at McDonald's? So hey, maybe this is like your. Oh wait, no. Are you joking? Are you trying to say that sarcastically? Because you and Beyonce's daughter still having the conversation, Drake, or are you actually at McDonald's every single time I stream? If you are, I'm saying maybe that's your Friday treat meal, right? Like on Fridays, my mom generally doesn't cook. This Friday, she is cooking because we did buy a lot of food this week outside. Yeah. Okay, you went for a walk. Okay, went for a walk for a day. Very nice, Cam. You've lost 18 pounds so far. Congratulations, that's awesome. You started in January 8th, and today you're exactly 18 pounds down. Really? Wow. Okay, that was quick. Pretty cool. It's always something when you come back, Cam. Jake said, just put it right, you can't even. Coherent sentences, you get mad, I exposed you. Kat said, I was even dancing a little bit too. OMG, it was so hard. I was sweating by the end of your karaoke song and I fumbled a few times, but it was really, you were really proud of yourself for doing such a difficult song. Yeah, as long as you had fun, right? That sounds like an awesome time, honestly. So I'm not sure when Queen Mother and myself will be doing karaoke again, but we will be doing it again in the future. And I don't know, maybe, well, you said that's a hard song. I don't know. I probably won't try a rap song, but we'll try karaoke again for sure. And if I can find a rap song that doesn't have any curse words in it, I'll try it for sure.
Michael Jackson.
She's sick of Michael Jackson doesn't curse.
that's-
I mean, Michael Jackson doesn't rap. But my mom's singing. But there are like a few artists you just can't sing. It's like SZA. You know how my mom's like, don't you dare sing SZA. You're gonna mess up SZA. There's just some artists, they're just really great singers, right? Or they just have a really good reputation. You just don't want to like sing the song because you just know you're really not gonna do good, right? But yeah. What are we saying? Cam said, what is going on? I scrolled up. You leave for 50 minutes. Jake said, if you accuse somebody of being McDonald's Wi-Fi, you're definitely using McDonald's Wi-Fi. That's my logic. Eric said, you are probably right about the word because, anyway, it could be home. I mean, yeah. I think I confused it a little bit. So, okay. So let me clarify really quickly. I think I confused some people by saying the difference between homeless and unhoused. So based on my memory, I could say a little bit something wrong, but based on my memory, an unhoused individual, people can be unhoused for multiple reasons. They can be unhoused by choice, but they still have a job. They still have a bank account. They still have money, but they're just unhoused. People can be temporarily unhoused where they're staying at friend's house, where they still have a car. People can be unhoused where they don't have like a house, but they have a car they're living in. When we look at homeless individuals, people who are homeless, they probably don't have a job. They probably don't have a bank account. They don't have a lot of money to survive in a bank account, and they literally don't have a car. They don't have like a friend's house. They don't have family member's house they can stay at. They are literally living on the street. So that's the difference between unhoused and homeless, right? So unhoused, they still have some support, right? It's probably they're just going through a really bad struggle period, right? They probably have a car still. But homeless, they literally have nothing. They have no choice but to go into a homeless shelter or to live on the street, right? The reason why I often use them, say unhoused, like merge the two together is because, like I said, it sounds more flowery than saying homeless, right? It just sounds a little better, right? Saying just homeless. So, but they're two different things, though. So yeah, that's the difference between them. It's only funny because I immediately saw through that Asher for this claim. That person works at McDonald's, Jake said. Do some Suki clean Will Smith song. Cats recommend to rap Will Smith rap song. I don't even know that person. He raps. Oh, for that show? Oh, okay. I can make up my own then. So yeah. Wait, right now? Oh gosh, you want me to rap right now? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on the Uniquely Me live stream. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. My favorite drink is Snapple Peach Tea. We got some supporters who hate Snapple. I don't know what's up with that. My favorite dessert is some chocolate cake. I love doing my nails. I love traveling. I love streaming and making those videos for y'all. Yeah, we love eating and go to stores. I like shopping, but I don't like spending money. It's really, really fun. It's really, really cool. I hate the cold. I love the summer. How was that? Let's not do it again. That was really weird. Oh my gosh. That sucked. I don't know what dance that was he was doing.
It was a fun dance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's the Snapple fact? If you don't know, Snapple tells you facts. Okay. Less than 5% of the population needs just 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, that's probably my mom. She barely sleep, man. That's probably her right there. Okay. Hey D7J, how are you doing? Hey Mr. Universe, shouts to Mr. Universe. They're a member on YouTube. They get early access to videos, members only videos, special membership shout outs on the live streams and etc. How are you doing today, Mr. Universe? Glad you could be a Uniquely Mia supporter and a member on YouTube. Happy Ramadan to everyone who celebrates, as D7J said. So, D7J, I'm going to make an assumption that you celebrate Ramadan since you said happy Ramadan. Correct me if I'm incorrect. But what do you do on Ramadan? What's the holiday all about? Kat said, Cam, Beyonce's daughter just randomly came for everybody in the comments. Okay, Kat is updating Cam what happened. Thank you. Glad you like the hairstyle, Mr. Universe. Yeah, I just loosed out my braids. So when I braid my hair and I leave the braids in for like more than 2 days, it gets really curly when I loose it out. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It won't be curly tomorrow though. On tomorrow's stream, it will not be curly though. I'm doing good, D7J. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, you understand. Okay, nice. Glad I was able to clarify everything, Eric. So, Eric, what are you planning on doing this weekend? What did you eat today? Would love to know. And everyone on stream, D7J, Cam, everyone who just joined, for all the supporters who haven't let me know. Let me know. What are you guys eating today? What are your weekend plans? How was your week? Cam said.
Another week down.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have plans? Are they counting down? Jay, come here, please.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, come here, please.
Yes. Yes.
When you eat, right? You just ate in that plate, right? So why would you leave the plate with the crumbs, and you have to learn to clean up after yourself?
No, move it.
Apple is the best apple.
Last
You
year.
know mine.
My boyfriend was good.
Apple
Oh, you
is
saw a
the best.
documentary about aliens. What was it about? Also, my boyfriend has seen UFO. Really? Your boyfriend saw a UFO before, Cam? What in the world? I think you need to clarify on that one a little bit. What was the UFO like? Where did he see the UFO? And like they didn't wipe his memory or something? Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, I believe in aliens too. I do believe that they do exist too, Cam. Yeah. Kat said, Beyonce's daughter said, we should believe them because they're a whole astrophysicist. Oh, wow, Drake. How did you expose her, Cam Max? Drake said, I just want to see a UFO. You want to see one, really? But maybe I need to quit saying it before I get traumatized. No, like the idea of it. The idea of it, right? Cam said, what's astrophysicist? I was told that those are individuals who study like the universe and the cosmos, Cam. Astrophysicist.
Right,
what you said?
I'm learning about like all the planets and stuff right now.
Okay, cool. What's your favorite planet?
My favorite planet?
Yeah.
Probably Neptune.
Why? Did you just sweep that in the dust? He just swept dust in the dustpan and he just threw the dust back down on the floor.
Look.
What's
It's
wrong with you?
twisted.
Why would you do that?
It's twisted.
He swept the dust up
No,
in the
look,
dustpan.
Look, it's twisted.
And he dropped the dust back on the
It's
floor.
twisted. See, it's twisted.
So twist it tighter so it doesn't happen again.
You're the one who bought this.
That was crazy.
I don't live
Okay.
That was insanity right there.
What hair are we doing? I'm going to be getting my hair washed, blow dry, and flat ironed again, cats. Do I want that hairstyle? No, but I need the hairstyle, so
You should get box braids.
yeah. I'm gonna box. I don't know if I want box braids. I've been had box. Like my mom is gonna do my hair. I'm gonna get extensions with the braids again in the future. I like the Cruella DeVille hairstyle. We need to do the Cruella hairstyle, so we're gonna save the Cruella hairstyle for the really awesome adventure we're going on, most likely, possibly. So yeah, but we need my hair straight. I was thinking for the Cruella hairstyle. I don't know. Obviously, I was thinking either to do it like I was thinking one half to do black, one half to do white, and then I thought maybe I could do like. I don't know, have my mom braid it like the top going back or just the top of my head black and then the bottom white. I don't know. I haven't decided as of yet. And my mom, I should more so say my mom has yet to decide what she wants. Because when she does my hair, she decides what she wants to do with my head. But we are going to do the Cruella hairstyle soon. I do have the hair though, so yeah. Hey Tony, glad you could be here. How's everything going? My mom's foot is doing much better. It's just her arm. So she has a slight fracture. So she does have like the arm brace. So the doctor said she needs to wear it for like a few weeks. So she said it's helping her. So yeah, I haven't been letting her use her arm. Like I've been carrying her bags for her, washing the dishes. We did get plastic plates, so that helps. I don't have to wash a ridiculous amount of dishes. Excuse me. So today's the only day she's really using her arm a lot because she's cooking. I hope she's just using the one hand, right? But yeah, she's doing, her foot is good. But for some reason, it's her arm, which is very surprising that her arm hurts. But I guess one of her arm caught her fall. So that's why it like slowed it down a little bit. So yeah. Kat said Mia's such an instigator. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, you love me here saying the ooh. No, because it's like, what was that? No, that's funny, Cass. That's funny. You're most welcome, D7J. Hey, Big Swagger, welcome back. We were updating some supporters on what was happening in prior discussions, so that's why we were still talking about the aliens. Cam said, I'll find the name of the documentary and let you guys know. Yeah, I would love to hear about it. It was super good. Everybody should watch it. Super interesting. My mom's doing good, D7J. Thank you so much for asking. Kat said apparently a UFO was sighted on the actual day. Really? I was born. No, cats don't say that. Cat's like, I'm an alien. You got dropped off. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it. No, good theory, honestly. That's so funny, man. Like, hey, we like the theory, as Cam said. That's a good theory. We do like the theory. Kat said, oh, y'all are so nice. I didn't even disagree with anything she said. I think she just wanted to argue. Cam said. Oh, with who is it? Yeah, with Beyonce's daughter, yeah. I think they just wanted to have a debate. So, yeah, that's what I think, too, as well. Yeah, it was pretty good. So, hey, if you're still on Beyonce's daughter and you just went silent, you are still more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness, right? If you want to still talk about aliens in the future, we can do that, right, etc. Cam said, okay. You went on a deep dive, okay, into UFOs once, okay. You saw the documentary. I'll never forget. I was scrolling for like 5 hours. Wow. Or was it like the phenomenon? Mick Swagger said, what projects have Stu been working on? What do you mean project? Oh, like within the like with his like the poo stick. Nothing new to my knowledge, Mick Swagger. We can ask Stu on Sunday. I'll be live streaming on Sunday around 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If Stu's there, like around us and like in the live stream's vicinity during that stream, you can ask him, Mick Swagger, if you're there. But to my knowledge, Stu has not been working on any more projects. Yeah, to my knowledge. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Drake said, Mia and Cats won't say anything. They'll still play nice. The person I won't. Hey, glad he could be here. 3053. Did you go out to dinner with mom this week? Did we? No, we didn't go to a restaurant this week, but my mom is cooking. So she said she's making spaghetti and marinara sauce, and then she's making barbecue chicken. So chicken's mostly for my nephew. He doesn't like spaghetti, he said, but I'll eat the chicken. So yeah.
I like spaghetti, but not like that.
You told us you don't like spaghetti outside.
I do, but like I kinda like spaghetti.
Well, my nephew don't want something, he just blatantly tells us he don't like it. Now you changing. Oh my God. It's like I made him a bagel and cream cheese one morning, and he was like, I don't eat cream cheese. And literally the night before, he had a bagel and cream cheese. Literally the night before, the kid had a bagel and cream cheese, and I make him breakfast the next morning and put bagel and cream cheese, and he's like, no, I don't. I've never eaten cream cheese. I hate cream cheese. Like, be for real, man. Be for real.
No, because I put butter with the cream cheese. That's why.
And what madness is that? He put butter and cream cheese. He put butter and cream cheese on his bagel. Like, what is that, guys? What is that? Butter and cream cheese on a bagel.
Like, you put more butter than the cream cheese. Oh my God.
That's crazy to me.
That is so good.
Cam was like, but how are you doing today? 3053. Glad he could be here. Cam said, where's Evan when you need her now? No, for real. Cam said, I ate, okay, loaded baked potato. Nice. You made it with steak bites, cheese, and bacon bits on it. Okay. Top with some broccoli. It was really good and filling. They'll probably drink a protein smoothie later. Not to, it sounds good. Thank you so much for subscribing, 3053. I really, really appreciate it. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I have a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice. I identify as a female, was born a female. I'm biologically a female, right? She, her pronouns. And I got fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, technology videos, live streams, and a lot more. Yeah, sounds good, as Kat said. Your food always sounds like Cam. Your food always sounds very good and very healthy too. It sounds good. So you have that meal prep down perfectly. It sounds like it. Like the protein is there, healthy fats, unhealthy fats, healthy vegetables. Sounds good. Make Sweat, Beyonce's daughter, had a pretty cool banter. I like going back and forth as long as it's respectful. Yeah, I do agree with that one. McSwagger, do agree with that one. Drake said. Oh, he's making TikToks.
What?
That's what my nephew's doing. He's making TikToks.
Yeah, so keep talking on your live, and you do your business like your mom business, okay? Is that good?
Yeah, that's good, dude.
Exactly. Mind the beeswax. Keep on doing your live. What are you staring at me for?
Okay.
What are you staring at me for?
Drake said, why am I always defending people? I need to stop that. It had nothing to do with me, but I couldn't be quiet. Drake said, okay. If I toast my bagel, I'm using butter too. But, like, will you put cream cheese as well, Drake? Because, like, my nephew, he toasted the bagel. Then he put butter. And then he put cream cheese on top of that. Like, what's the point of the butter with it? So will you add all that? Like, I've eaten bagels with butter, right? But I don't put cream cheese. It's just like I'll get a raisin bagel with just the butter, right? But like when you add the cream cheese, is it needed? Exactly, McSwagger. Butter and cream cheese. That bagel was loaded. It really was. Cam said, it was Kat's. I was craving it and had the ingredients we made. Okay, nice. Okay, so Cam, you do that. Okay, so Cam said butter and cream cheese is fire. Don't knock it. Okay, so Cam eats the butter, bagel, and cream cheese. Okay. Who's the little boy talking to? No, like, exactly, Kat. And that's how he talks to me, right? Like, that's how he talks to me. So you guys are seeing, like, who's he talking to, right? Who's talking to me? Sometimes he's, like, so I'm, like, yeah. So that's me. That's how he talks to me. So, yeah, you guys are seeing it. I don't be making stuff up. I know sometimes I talk a lot, and you guys are like, Mia, are you really making this up or not? Y'all hearing it firsthand. Mick Swagger said, is that the nephew you put on dish duty? What dish duty?
I'm so happy.
That is my nephew, but dish duty?
I'm so happy today.
We got plastic plates, so he doesn't wash your dishes. I just make him throw it away. He said he never washed dishes over here. That's the nephew I make spend his own money when I go out with him by myself. He don't like going out with me because I don't buy him stuff like that.
No, like, also you love to be annoying to me.
He said he likes to be annoying.
You rage bait me too much.
What happened?
You be rage baiting me too much.
He said I rage bait him too much. He said I rage bait him too much. He's gonna crash out.
Cause I'm a crash out, so that's why.
No, he said he's a crash out. What does that even mean? He's a crash out. I don't know. What happened?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Huh?
What were you saying?
What were you saying?
Oh my god, bro. Kat said, I wouldn't do butter and cream cheese. I use cream cheese like mayo, just a thin spread. Yeah. Like I really don't like the taste of butter, so I'm like, butter should not have me arguing for butter.
What?
Like that's really
mayo?
bad. So butter should not have me arguing for butter because like I'm like no butter whatsoever,
No,
people.
if you put
But like,
with like some butter on it. And melt it, like, melt the butter before you put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, delicioso. That's so good.
But
That's
like, but yeah, too much cream cheese is not good.
Look, let me show you a real bagel.
That's the way to do it, Drake said, with the butter and cream cheese.
What a bagel supposed to look like. Salted butter bagel.
Salted butter bagel. That's how it's supposed to look. Mick said, one live you were saying, oh, he was told us to watch this. Yeah. Oh no, that was G. Mick. So yeah, it was my bonus brother. I said once he's tall enough to wash the dishes, I will be putting him on dishes duty. So yeah, he's not tall enough to wash dishes. My nephew is tall enough to wash the dishes. So yeah, I try to make him wash the dishes, but my mom doesn't like that. So she got plastic plates. So like we've just been using plastic plates. So we'll just like eat from the plastic plate and throw it away. So yeah. But yeah, once G is tall enough, as long as if he wants to use the real plate. Like obviously I'll still have to wash dishes, but we'll alternate. Possibly. I'll still have to wash dishes. I haven't decided as of yet if I'll be washing dishes. Once he's tall enough to wash it. I have yet to decide. And yes, I do have to decide. Because I could rebel and be like, I'm no longer washing your dishes. You were tall enough. Will I get in trouble? Momentarily, I will. I will. I'm prepared for that. But I have to decide if I still want to do it or not. That's funny. Jake said, Mia playing nice. And she picks on him off camera. I do not. I only pick on people if they pick on me. And I will admit to you guys, he's been over for a week. So it's a little long. I feel like we're both getting irritated with each other. I will admit to that. So it's like sometimes he'll say something. And you know my mom, she always looks at me and she's like, why are you arguing with a little kid? You have this many degrees. You're this years old. Why are you arguing with a kid? You see those TikTok videos or YouTube videos that people are saying they'll fight a little kid if a little kid fights them? That's me. A little kid want to fight me? I'll fight you too, little kid. Like, you're intelligent enough to come and say this to me, and you think you get slack because of your age? I don't know. Call me immature or whatever. My mom will say I'm immature for that. But, like, I'm like, hey, you have enough intelligence to say this to me. You better be able to take back what I'm saying to you. But I will admit that when I've been somewhat doing that, I've been able to control myself, right? And look at him. I'll look at him and be like, wait. Oh, why am I even? I'll literally tell it to him, which will rage bait him. I'll be like, oh, I don't need to talk. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you. You're like in middle school. I'm done with middle school. And he'll get rage baited from that. It's so funny to me. That's all I'll say to him. That's all I have to say. He'll get rage baited with that one. So that shows me I've grown a lot. Because when I was in high school, honestly, it was really bad. My nephew, not even in high school, even from Thanksgiving, man. I've grown a lot from Thanksgiving to now when it comes to my nephew yelling at me. My nephew crashing out and yelling at me. And me arguing with him. I've learned not to argue with him a little bit. Drake is like, crash out means he'll beat you up. Oh, you want to beat me up? Thank you, Drake, for that translation. What? Somebody said you want to beat me up. Because you say you're going to crash out on me. So you want to beat me up? He want to beat me up? Thank you, Drake, for that. I see you.
It's not about you.
He's trying to beat me up.
I thought he said something about him beating me. I was about to say.
Now you, yeah.
No, him.
Okay, him.
Drake beating me up.
Okay, so now me.
That's what I thought he said.
Okay.
That's what I thought he said. I was about to say.
So Drake, he's saying that he meant you. But why you want to beat up my supporters? Don't beat up the supporters.
No, I thought when you just said right when you said something about like beating up, I thought you was talking on he said he commented something about like him, Drake beating me up.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he clarified, guys. Mixed swaggers.
Actually, sometimes at some point where you get me so mad, Loki was just gonna punch you in the face. Like when you get me so mad, I just wanna punch you in the face.
That's not good emotion. That's not good, dude.
No, like when you just get me like, if you crash me, I just wanna punch you.
No, but that's not good.
How?
Let's not talk about this on stream.
I don't have anger issues.
That is anger issues. You heard what he just said? He said sometimes when I make him mad, he want to punch me in the face. Let's not talk about this no more, because that does not sound normal. I get mad at people, but I never want to punch them in the face.
Why is there so many people lying today?
Bro.
There's so many people lying today. Especially you.
Anyway, let's move on to a different conversation, because that don't sound normal. Mick said, I have the perfect logo design for you. Okay, what is it, Mick? If I can make it how I envision it, I'll post it in your community. Okay, nice, Mick. So I'm excited to see it. Drake said, when you toast it with butter, okay. And add cream cheese. It tastes like a soft baked pretzel. Really? Wow. Now, Drake, now you want me to try it. Ugh, now you want me to try a cream cheese. You want me now I'm encouraged to try. Turn that down. Turn that down. No, turn that down. Turn it down. Now I'm encouraged to try a bagel with butter and cream cheese. Really? Wow. Like a soft baked pretzel? Okay, wait. What's the secret to making it taste like the Auntie Anne's, like cinnamon and sugar? What's the secret to that one? Mick said, I literally just saw a video of a parent saying she'd fight someone's child if they fight her daughter. No, and that's valid because little kids know what they do. They really do know. Like obviously if you're older than a kid, right, and you've gone through schooling, right, and your lived experience, you know more than a kid does. But little kids know what they're doing, and you really got to look at a kid. That's why sometimes when I'm having disagreements with somebody, right, when I'm having disagreements, even if they're a kid and they're able to articulate this information to me, say something like this to me and say it using the correct grammar, using the correct tone, using the correct terminology, that tells me they knew what they were saying. They ain't no little kid in that moment. They're a normal human being who is able to articulate that information concisely, correctly, and disrespectfully. So that's not a little kid, right? So yeah, it's the same thing when little kids fight each other, right? It's the same thing when little kids fight each other, and parents like, if your kid fights my kid, I'm gonna go fight that daughter. Mind you should press charges. You should never fight a kid, because if you're an adult, it's just gonna be worse off for you. Yeah, it's assault, so you should press charges on that kid, in my recommendation, just from studying criminal justice. However, I can understand that parent saying they want to go fight that kid, because who knows what the kid did to their kid, right? The kid knew what they were doing to fight the kid and beat the kid up to the extent where the kid could have had broken bones, could have had blood all over them, etc., right? So yeah. That's the New York in him, Cat said. Drake is like, yo, he wild. No, he really is to say that. When he gets angry, he want to punch me. What? Jake said butter, sugar, nut, and cinnamon. Okay, so butter, sugar, cinnamon to a bagel to make it taste like the Auntie Anne's. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'm not saying I'll experiment, but I'm not saying I won't experiment and see. Kat said, uniquely mom must be out of the room. That's why he's so bold now. And you know that for sure, Kat. You know, sure. I will say, I am proud of Uniquely Mother this week. She has not, but I think I'm proud of myself because I feel like I just have to be quiet. Sometimes I have to be quiet, and she'll reprimand him instead of reprimanding me. Because in the past, sometimes when my nephew would say something to me that was not respectful at all, I would reprimand him, and I would get in trouble for that. But sometimes I'll respond to him. But when I've been responding to him, I've been able to identify, let's not do this right now, right? I've shut up. My mom, he would not be quiet, and thus she would reprimand him instead of me getting reprimanded. So that's been good. But you are right.
Huh?
Thank you. Oh, Mom, why is it touching?
Huh?
It's touching.
Huh?
It's touching. Thank you.
You want food?
Oh, this is hot. Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. So we have food. How are we gonna do this? 1 second. Oh my god. Okay, this is heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my mom made, I don't even know what this is. Is that baked chicken? It looks like baked chicken a little bit. With spaghetti and marinara sauce. So this is what we have. This is a lot of spaghetti. So that's what we have. Hey, Forgiveness. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. What's your go-to spaghettis, guys? Like, what's your favorite spaghetti you could get at the restaurant and homemade? Yeah.
My favorite type of spaghetti is pasta pasta.
Really?
Pasta pasta is good, especially if you had like chicken or shrimp. It's good. Also, if you had meatballs to like the regular spaghetti. So how was your Friday?
She wants to know how your Friday was. She takes 10 out of 10. Yeah, she really does take a 10 out of 10. Cam said, I was just discussing this with my friend the other day, that they're just being kids statement irks you so much, because no, just say you can't parent. Exactly, Cam. Thank you for that. Like, glad somebody else shares my thoughts and my thinking process, because people will say that all the time, and I'm like, I'll say the same thing you said, Cam. I'm like, no. It's one, it's the parent's fault, right? It really is. But two, sometimes what? I tasted it. It's good. Oh, not yet. But two, it comes to a point where if the kid uses it in the correct tone, the correct context, etc., just saying something really hurtful to people, they know what they're doing, honestly, and saying.
Thank you very much.
You want more sauce?
It's good.
You want more sauce?
No, it's okay. It might be a little too saucy if I get more sauce.
This is salt?
It looks good, Cats. Yeah, it really tastes good. It tastes good.
You sure you don't want more sauce?
Just a little bit. Exactly, Cats. Thank you for articulating now. It gives the same exact energy of saying they're just being boys. That is so true. Yup. That is so true. That is so very true, man. It's really crazy, but I don't understand why that notion exists. I really don't. Like, I understand the boys will be boys one, but the one when it comes to little kids saying, oh, you can't take what they say to heart, even when they say something really rude and they use everything correctly, the tone, the context, the words. I really don't know where that comes from, but you are right. I do agree with that one.
Do you like it, Jay?
I am trying it.
That's a lot, Mom.
Just pour what you want.
Thanks. Yeah.
You might want more. So.
It's gonna make a mess, Mom. I like my pasta saucy.
Grandma,
Yeah.
Bianca wants you to save her some.
Okay. What are we saying? Cam said, I super despise they're just being boys. Yeah. No, because Mike, where's the mic drop for you? Where's the mic drop? Yes, because those boys will grow up to be a man, and then what? And no, that is so, and it relates back. You know what this discussion is probably? Remember we had that discussion in class where we were talking about like criminal activity and all that. And one thing that the professor said in criminal justice, she was like, I don't know how we got on discussion of it, but she was just talking about risk factors for crimes. And I remember my classmates and myself, we started talking and saying, for male offenders, right, what happens with them is they oftentimes have a history of being like these juvenile offenders, right? No, I know how we were talking about. We were discussing like when females are incarcerated and when male and females are incarcerated in the criminal justice system, when they're released back into society, for a man, it's often celebrated, like, welcome home, we've missed you so much. And for a female, they're thrown back into this responsibility, right? It's not made to be a big deal compared to males. And for criminal offenders, oftentimes for males, they do have that history of this criminal activity, right? Juvenile delinquents. But they're not really reprimanded for it. The criminal justice system will reprimand them, right? But their family, their friends won't reprimand them, right? But they'll reprimand the female. That's why females, they're oftentimes less likely to be incarcerated than males, right? Because females have more accountability placed on them and more responsibility placed on them compared to males. It's the same thing. If you're looking at males outside of the criminal justice system, it's like the same thing with little kids too. As Cam said, those little kids, those little boys will just be boys. What if they're extremely disrespectful to their females in their life, right? Imagine when they grow up to be men, and they enter into relationships, right? Friendship relationships, romantic relationships, or just co-worker relationships. What happens when they're disrespectful to that female co-worker? You're sexist. How are you going to react? Oh, you're in trouble now. You're fired. That's discriminatory. You see how that's not good? So this idea of boys will just be boys, because there's no saying for girls will be girls. I've never heard that a day in my life, girls will be girls. But I often hear the concept of saying boys will be boys every single day in media, with my own family members sometimes, and I hate it so much. I hate it so much, right? Cam said children who are allowed to do whatever they want, then are told they're just being kids, or just being kids, or just partners who refuse to let with parents partners who refuse to refuse to parent. Yeah, true. Just because you're a kid doesn't mean everything automatically flies. Yep, exactly. I do agree with that one, Cam. Do agree with that. And Cam said, yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, the topic Brianna started. Yup, exactly. So it relates back. That's what I'm saying, guys. For people who has not studied criminal justice, right? You have the opportunity to take a criminal justice class or a criminal justice grad class. I would recommend that you do it, because you will learn about the history of the criminal justice system, and you will see how this history relates back to like almost just the racism that exists in society, right? If you have this, or if you take a criminal justice grad class and you are just taking, I took it was an institutional corrections class where we mostly spoke about, where I learned that information from. Almost all the information I talked about in criminal justice, I will admit, I learned it from like literally one class, and it was just expanded on in other classes, right? It allows you to think a certain way, and you'll learn about this theory, this risk factor for crime that causes people to engage in criminal activity. But when you dissect it and you look at it critically, you'll see that it can apply to all areas of life, not just for people committing crimes. It's just all areas of life, right? So it's like I'm saying, like when I was younger, I hated writing papers. I hated it so much. I always tell you guys this, literally every Sunday, for some reason, I would know I had a paper due like 2 months prior. I would wait. The paper was due on a Monday. I'd wait on a Sunday, 5 p.m. telling my mom I have a paper to do. Why did I do that? I don't know, right? But I hated writing papers so much. But you know what my mom did? She always made me write those papers by hand. I had to write the papers down. She had me like literally every single week practice doing that. And now I can write, a 5-paragraph essay. If I have the topic, if I have all my sources ready, I can write that in 2 to 3 hours. Not even lying. Will it be a perfect final draft? No, but I can write the template for it, right? And I enjoy the writing process now. Why? Because I was trained to do that. So if you have kids, particularly if you have nephews, nephews really can't do anything if they're like mine, they don't listen to you. But if you have kids, if you were aunts, if you were uncles, right? For all little kids, nieces and nephews, particularly for little boys, if you're a parent for little boys, make sure you're training them. Same way you're gonna train a little girl and tell the girl all the things they can't do, tell it to the boy as well, right? Society, that double standard starts from childhood. The double standard doesn't just emerge when they grow up. It's ingrained as a child, and they grow up like that. So yeah. Good.
The one by our house. And then not the good one.
It's so good. You gotta eat it off the bone. Chicken is being eaten off the bone, guys.
Boston.
Yup. He said it's busted. That's funny.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
But welcome everybody to the live stream. She's coming tomorrow. Oh.
In the morning though, at 9. So she doesn't feel good. She has a headache.
Welcome everybody to the live stream. I'm Uniquely Mia here. Queen Mother cooked some food. 10 out of 10. This is really good. I didn't think spaghetti and chicken would go together because I've never had it before. But it's pretty good. For all the new people who just joined, I would love to know what you guys eat. If you want more Eat With Me /food reviews, make sure to like the video, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are eating. If you have a question for me, want to get my opinion on something, start a conversation, I'll be more than happy to do so. Just write it in the chat. Hey, RS1, how are you doing today? I'm not going to be greedy. Take some food, guys. Spaghetti and marinara sauce. And then we also have, what type of chicken is this, Mom?
Baked chicken.
Baked chicken. Nice. You had oxtail and rice? I've never had oxtail before, but it sounds good. Very nice. Hey, how are you doing, Black Mass? How are you doing today? Looks good. It tastes good. You know that trend with the tenderism? I should probably try that, right? Okay. Needed some help, but it's pretty good. It is soft. And then we have the wing. I love the chicken wing. It's my favorite part of chicken. What's your favorite part? Like when I was younger, drumstick was definitely like solid #1 for me. And within one day, I just randomly started liking the wings better. Hey Charisse, how are you doing today? Glad you could be on. It definitely tastes good. You hear that crunch? There we go right there. Ooh, nice. Oxtail gravy on the rice. That rice was good. It always looks good. Well, hopefully you enjoyed your dinner. Did you have like sweet plantains with it as well? Hey JR, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. We are eating dinner. We have spaghetti with marinara sauce and some barbecue chicken. Hey, welcome, Trigger. Glad you could be here. Thank you so much for your kind words. How's everything going with you today? What did you do? What did you eat? When my mom makes this spaghetti with marinara sauce, she also puts like Parmesan cheese on top. Healthy. I mean, yes, it's a little healthy. It's a little healthy. The pasta is definitely the carbohydrates, but I guess the help comes from the chicken, the protein, and then, the tomatoes from the sauce. So yeah, I guess almost a well-balanced diet for the people who are like really into health. You would say I'm missing the greens, right? Huh? Mm-hmm. JR said, that looks good. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. Any ideas? Maybe you could eat this too. Spaghetti and marinara sauce, and some chicken. Are you planning on cooking or are you planning on going to a restaurant, JR? Because it would definitely depend on that too. I mean, if you go to an Italian restaurant, they'll have spaghetti for the most part. But the chicken, I don't know if they'll have the chicken though. This drumstick is so tiny. This is like for a baby. I think it's really small, man. Look how tiny this bone is. I can barely hold it in my hand. Pasta and chicken. Okay, we're good. Okay, you're going out to an Italian restaurant. What's a good Italian restaurant? I mean, Olive Garden? But I also Little Italy is a good one to go to. On Canal Street. The only Italian restaurant I've been to is probably on a cruise ship or Olive Garden.
I never took you to Little Italy?
No.
Okay, so we have to go there for dinner. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna go have lunch there or dinner.
What do they have?
Italian food is nothing but Italian restaurants.
Oh.
Spaghetti, calamari. I'll take you there. We're gonna have some spaghetti.
So they have Chinatown, Little Italy. Where's the African food? I guess Harlem.
On one side.
Mm-hmm.
And the Italians across the street.
Really? How funny.
At night it's pretty because they light up pretty.
Oh yeah, we did see it light up one time. I forgot about that. So JR, what's your favorite Italian dish to eat? When I go to like an Italian restaurant, I like to get like the chicken Alfredo or chicken Parmesan. not chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo. I guess Red Lobster or Olive Garden. When I go to Olive Garden, I get the chicken parmesan.
So one chicken left.
Hmm?
The chicken is good.
No pasta.
No, pasta. You ate all the chicken.
Well, put you some shrimp.
Yeah.
Or more pasta.
Okay. Mom, why'd you give me a real plate? I just realized that. I was thinking. I just realized that. All right. My nephew ate out all the chicken, so he really liked it. But the pasta, I guess he was being honest when he said pasta is not his favorite. He didn't eat it out. This is like the first home cooked meal my mom made this week. She made, like, on Sunday, she cooked in bulk. So we had a lot of pumpkin. So I had that for leftovers throughout most of the week. Pumpkin and rice. It was really good. So, a hack for y'all. If you guys know you can't cook every day, or if you don't want to cook every week, if you don't want to cook every day, just cook in bulk. And that's fine too, because cooking in bulk is kind of like meal prepping. So yeah, it works out, so you don't have to cook in the middle of the week, honestly. What'd you say, Mom?
I forgot.
I will say I like the chicken independently. I don't like eating it with the pasta sauce for some reason.
If you eat the chicken with the pasta sauce, it's really good.
I tasted it. It's not really my favorite though. But it's good.
That chicken will go nice with fried rice.
What type of fried rice though? Mom? My mom said this would go good with fried rice, the chicken.
Fried rice
Yes.
chicken?
Yeah. You can't hear me? Oh, oops. Can you guys hear me now?
This is better than Chinese food.
Oh, yeah. My mom's gonna get Chinese food. I was like, I don't want that. So.
Give the tiny man a break.
Wait.
Voice crack.
Oh, okay. You can hear me. Nice, nice. How are you doing? Thank you, Cam. Because I was about to say, 43, you said you can't hear me. And then you answered, you said you can't hear me. Then I asked you, you said no. Thank you, Cam, for telling me you can't hear me. That was messed up, man. Oh, my God. Why do you guys do that? That was crazy, but you answered no when I asked the question. That's crazy. How are you doing today? JJJJ. Cam said maybe that person needs to swipe out. Excuse me. Mom, they want to know how long this took you to cook.
The chicken 2 hours.
Cool.
I did the chicken in 2 hours. The pasta only took about 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, yeah. 10 minutes to boil it. But I put onions and garlic and stuff in my sauce. Season the sauce a little. About 2 hours, I timed it. I put the chicken in, and like the last 40 minutes of chicken, I started cooking the spaghetti and stuff. So 2 hours.
Okay. So 2 hours, guys. This is freaking me out because you saw how tiny all the other chickens were. And look how big this one is. I still eat it. But it just freaks me out a little bit. What did you say?
What time I started cooking, I think, like around 4:30.
I started streaming like at 4:18. I was 18 minutes late. We were outside, guys. So literally, the reason why I started the stream late is because I was rushing to set up the area.
Did you give thanks for your meal?
Yeah. Okay. This one was soggy. It's been crunchy for the most part. That one wasn't. Okay, I'm full. That's the point of eating, to be full, so I'm glad that the point was fulfilled. This is gonna be my last bite. I will say, if you guys are subconscious of eating in public, for some reason, when I was younger, I was always nervous to eat in public. Just start streaming yourself eating, man. It really takes away the nervousness of eating in public. Have I ever experienced that? Where for some reason you would go outside, and when you ate in public at restaurants, it would be weird to eat at restaurants. I don't know why. I mean, there's some things I hate eating in public still, or even on camera, like buffalo wings. I will not stream myself eating buffalo wings. I can't. If I do, like literally my hand is in my face all the time. Too messy.
No, I'm pushing like I should know. Let's look at the camera. One side of my nose is like bigger than the other side.
You beat yourself up when you sleep.
No.
That was funny.
I don't.
These are one size. Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. Go ahead.
She's making a mini me.
Come here, boy. You finished?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys.
She's making a mini me.
That's sad. That's so sad. What are you doing?
My hand. I'm bouncing.
Girl, you ate that food out. All the chicken.
Same with me.
Okay, there's 2 left in the oven. You could put it in a bowl for yourself, Mia. And the sauce.
One more for my mom. She wants one.
I packed her plate already.
Okay.
And the sauce, you can just put in a bowl separate. Tomorrow, if you want, you just make some spaghetti.
Okay.
We have sauce.
Alrighty, guys. So that was dinner. That's crazy. I didn't see that. Am I good? Okay, I think we're good. So, guys, that was dinner. We did our manicure together. It got messed up a little bit because I was eating. I'll fix it later if I want to. Thank you so much, Derek, for sending a gift. Jazz hands to you, Derek. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All proceeds made on social media goes in its own separate account. And one day when I pay a portion, you'll be right there with me. I really appreciate that generous donation, Derek. How are you doing today? Glad you could be on. It's been a while since you've been on a stream. Really appreciate you and your support. In this live stream, did my manicure on stream. We spoke a lot about conspiracy theories, which is definitely entertaining. And then Queen Mother gave us some dinner. She made spaghetti with marinara sauce and some baked chicken. It was definitely a 10 out of 10. It was really good. I really didn't know how the spaghetti would pair with the chicken, but it paired pretty well. No complaints from me on that one. So I would love to know, what are you planning on doing? Well, what did you do today, right? Because the day's almost over, 7 p.m. If you're tuning in from another country, it's even later for y'all, right? What are your weekend plans? Derek said, I know, I'm good. Okay, glad you're doing good. And your nails look nice. Thank you so much. Glad you like the manicure. Really appreciate it. And we went for like, what is it? I want to say like it's not a light pink, but it's not a hot pink. In between, right? That's the pink we were going for this week. Like, if I had this color pink, this would have been the perfect pink that I really wanted to do my nails in. More like a nude pink, but I had one in the past. I think I lost it, or the bottle got expired or something like that, I feel like. Excuse me. So, yeah, tomorrow we will be going to the gym. I don't know if Queen Mother's coming to the gym with me tomorrow, honestly, but we shall see. Thank you again, Derek, for the gift. Jazz hands to you again. Really appreciate your donation. Shout out to Derek for purchasing 2 gifts today, and shout out to Gigi Cat for purchasing 3 gifts today for today's live stream. I really appreciate y'all's generous donation to the live stream and to the Uniquely Mia channel. It really means a lot, guys. So, yeah, as I was saying, tomorrow we'll be back at 8 a.m., starting between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not skipping the gym anymore if I don't have to, because for the month of February, my mom and I, we've probably only gone like 3 times. And my mom has paid a lot of money to go to the gym, right? So we really do need to start using it again like we were using in January, so we can get our money's worth of the gym. And because, it's good to go to the gym and have that consistency with something. So, yeah, I'll be at the gym tomorrow, so stay tuned for that live stream. That's going to start between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that, we also have the stream on Sunday, starting between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember my live streaming schedule. Saturday and Sundays, that's the live stream and schedule. I also try to do an extra stream on Sunday for you guys in the afternoon. On Fridays and Mondays, I stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't already, definitely consider going and check out my most recent full nutritional YouTube video. My nephew, my mom, and myself, we went to the New York City Transit Museum yesterday. I'm a really quick editor when I want to be. So I went there yesterday, edited the video yesterday, dropped the video last night for you guys. So it's out for you guys to watch now if you haven't already. Definitely go and see it, and maybe by watching it, when you visit New York, it could encourage y'all to go and visit the museum. It was affordable for a museum, right? But like, that was the first museum I went to where you were required to pay to enter in New York, which I didn't like, because normally museums in New York is on donation basis, or it's just free to go in, but you did have to pay. But compared to going to the Louvre or something like that, it was much more affordable, right? Even though the Louvre is in Paris. You get what I'm saying, right? So yeah. And that was basically it. I also, this week I did film a full nutritional YouTube video, like Week in My Life. So stay tuned. I'm going to drop that video for you guys sometime next week. I'm not finished editing the video. I'm not even finished filming the video. I have to do like an outro and get a few more clips to make it like a coherent, good video. So stay tuned for that. More of the story, make sure you're subscribed with your post notifications on, because when you're subscribed with your post notifications on, you're immediately notified about anytime I go live, post the full nutritional YouTube video, community announcement, etc. And for the supporters who are often like, Mia, what happened? You had a giveaway? I wasn't able to enter. Make sure your post notifications are on. And for the next giveaway, we'll have the next giveaway when we hit 7,000 subscribers on YouTube, right, /supporters. So stay tuned for that information. So the conversation, there's no new comments on my end, right? But if anybody has any other questions, comments, or concerns, I'll be more than happy to stay on and have a chat session with you guys. But as you guys know, purpose of the live streams, at least for Friday, was to show you my nails. We did that. And since the conversation is somewhat dead, since there's no new comments, I might go ahead and end it. But I'll stay on for a few more seconds to see if there's any new information coming in from the supporters for us to answer. While I do that, I'm going to shout out some people who are here. So thank you, Derek, for being here, for purchasing a gift. Thank you, JR, for being here. Thank you, Cam, for being here. Thank you, 43GU, for being here. Thank you, Drake, for being here. Thank you, Gigi Cat, also known as Captain Pokemon, for being here. Thank you, Sharice. Thank you, RS11. Thank you, Trigger. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Black, for being here today. Really appreciate the support. Thank you, Beyonce's Child, for being here. Really appreciated the support. Thank you, McSwagger, for being here on stream today. Who else was on? Thank you, Ty, for being here. Thank you, D7J, for being here. Thank you, Eric, for being on stream today. Thank you, Tony, for being on stream today. Thank you, Dave, for being on live stream today. Thank you, Mr. Universe, for being on the stream today. Really appreciate the support, guys. Who else was on? And I don't think I shut out everyone, but I think I got close, honestly, today. So thank you, everyone, for being on the stream today and for your engagement. Special thanks and shout out to Derek and Gigi Cat for purchasing gifts for today's live stream. And remember, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m., between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. for more full nutritional YouTube videos. Bye, Gigi Cat. Bye, everyone on stream. Stay positive. Hopefully I see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much.